That rain brought a small shooting star down on a fairy flower, and under the shining moonlight, a lovely fairy, Alula, was born. She was loved by the elder and her friends because of her gentle beauty of the moon and stars. And especially, every night, Alula will always spend time gathering moonlight, starlight, and singing to help magical creatures as well as humans fall asleep easily and relax. Everyone admired and appreciated her talent.
Alula, you are everyone's pride. I believe that by next ceremony, you will have acquired powers and weapons commensurate to what you are sacrificing. However, remember that when bringing the power of the moon and stars to each citizen, you need to keep a cheerful spirit and aura. Don't be negative, because that source of power is very easily influenced by evil. If your power is infected with bad habits, people's dreams will be affected, and they will have nightmares. I understand, and I will always try to do my job well.
But she didn't know that she was about to face the dangers that had always lurked for her from the demons, headed by the Demon King. As it turned out, before Alula appeared, this land never lived in peace because the demons always played tricks and disrupted the people's sleep in order to absorb their fears and nightmares as strength. With current Alula's power, the demons had gradually lost their energy, and they always wanted to take revenge on her. Well, if Alula wanted to make everyone happy forever, then I'm determined to take her down. Therefore, the night before the ceremony, the demons ambushed the path that Alula often went to gather moonlight and starlight, cast dark magic, shoot at her, and then left. The next morning, Alula was awakened by the people's screams with the elder nearby. Alula tried to sit up and went to check the situation.
Elder, where's Alula? It seems that she didn't work yesterday because we all had terrible nightmares last night.
Yes, that makes us feel very tired. No energy to work today. Sorry, everyone. Alula, are you okay? I'm fine. It's just yesterday, while I was going to work, I was hit by a falling meteor, so I was injured and lost consciousness. Sorry, Elder, and everyone for this carelessness. All right. I believe that after convalescing, Alula will quickly return and continue to fulfill her duties well.
After everyone left, the elder took Alula for treatment and discovered a strange, faint, dark light surrounding her.
Alula, I don't think that meteorite is normal. Perhaps this is the magic of the demons that dwell in this land, and only you can cast it off yourself. So even though I know you're sad, before you figure out how to undo the magic, you shouldn't continue to use the power of the moon and stars to protect the people's sleep. I understand. Don't worry too much. Today is also the day of consecration. I think this is also an opportunity for you to find a way to break this dark light.
After that, the elves led Alula to the Heaven Gate to determine her abilities and find her own fighting weapon. As she stepped through the gate, the new aura surrounded her, granting her magic to protect everyone's dreams during the ordeal. However, Alula was still unable to use it fluently after her injury, so she herself was haunted by nightmares about demons. When Alula was worried and frightened, she suddenly noticed a strange warmth emanating from the bedside of that resident, so she fired magic at that thing. Alula's ordeal ended successfully to the joy and blessing of everyone. However, in her hand did not appear any weapons like other fairies.
Why is that? Don't I have my own special weapon after the ordeal? Alula, now you have been given the power to protect the dreams. In order to gain full power and get rid of all the demons' dark energy, you must find a weapon against those demons yourself. If finding my weapon is associated with those demons, then I believe that the only way was going to their lair, Facing the enemy is the best way for me to perfect my power.
After that, Alula immediately went to find the whereabouts of the demons before nightfall to prevent the nightmares from coming to the people on the following nights. On the way, she caught a swan trapped in a net, so she rushed to rescue it. Appreciated by Alula's help, the swan gave her a feather and a net and gave her instructions.
Go to the end of this road, and you will find the Devil's Cave. You will face many dangers then, but I hope these will help you. Furthermore, the Demon King has a magic necklace, bringing suffering to the people. So you should try to destroy it to eliminate the Demon King. Thank you very much, Swan. I'll keep an eye on that necklace.
As it got dark, Alula finally reached the demon's cave. But before she could further scout the situation, she was attacked by dark magic from behind and fainted. When Alula woke up, she found herself tied up and the Demon King looking at her happily.
You're the Demon King, aren't you? Release me!
Don't waver in vain. Now that you have fallen into our hands, it is better to cooperate for mutual benefits. You completely became my minion and made everyone sink into a nightmare. Then you and I will rule this place together. What do you think?
What if I answer no?
So you think you'll be safe out of here with my mighty force? You are not strong enough to be my opponent. Besides, after the ordeal with the Heaven Gate, neither the Elder nor the Fairyland gave you any weapons, but forced you to find yourself, while all the other fairies had their own weapons. That shows they're looking down on you when you don't do a good job.
Hearing these words, Alula was deeply heartbroken and gradually lost her mind. Taking the opportunity of Alula's panic, the Demon King continued to use his magic necklace to hypnotize her into believing in the future.
Look, Alula, if you help me, we will surely rule the whole place, and everyone must bow before your authority.
After hearing the Demon King's enticing words, she suddenly felt the power within her light up, and the image of the people appeared in her mind.
I can't let people's sleep be ruined just for my own gain. And I also love the job of bringing beautiful dreams to people. And if I follow the Demon King, everyone will be in despair. I can't do that. I absolutely don't want people to be disappointed or sad when they put all their expectations on me. I must definitely put everyone's interests first.
After that, with a fake laugh, Alula agreed to the Demon King's condition for a chance to defeat him.
Okay, I agree to use magic to rule this land with you. Now hurry up and untie me so we can execute the plan together.
The Demon King was overjoyed and quickly withdrew his magic. Alula took advantage of him not paying attention and quickly snatched his necklace. Gradually, the Demon King's necklace changed from dark magic to bright fairy magic light on Alula's hand.
How dare you fool me, Alula? If so, then take the punishment.
The Demon King tried to use his strength to fight Alula, but she quickly dodged it. However, with the Demon King's powerful force, even if Alula continued to cast spells, she wouldn't match him.
Why are this necklace and Swan's gifts glowing? Maybe they have some connection? In that case, I'll try to use magic to combine them.
Alula used her magic to put the items together, and it turned into a warm, shiny thing like the one she'd seen in the ordeal. Then, when the Demon King and the demons rushed in to attack her, immediately that thing glowed, repelling the attack, and sucking the Demon King and his companions in.
It turns out that this one can defeat the demons in an instant. Not only that, the demons once trapped will be unable to escape and cause nightmares for everyone. This is a great weapon that can erase nightmares, protect people's night sleep. It is a powerful dream catcher.
After that, Alula brought the dream catcher to the fairyland, to everyone's joy. Since then, this had been her special weapon used when she completed tasks on the land. With the treasure...
Sorry I'm late, sir.
It's you again! Always playing around, timid and lazy. Can't you be more prepared?
Sir, calm down. Did the zombies not appear earlier?
What? What do you mean? Rainbow just arrived. So where is that zombie? Run! Zombies are coming!
Indeed, as soon as the strange music played, a horde of ruthless zombies would immediately appear and rampage. The louder the music, the more terrifying their strength. With no other choice, the gentle plant fairy had to take turns guarding the garden, except for Rainbow, of course. Speaking of her, Rainbow possessed a mesmerizing singing voice from birth. However, she only used this power for insignificant matters. Even in one careless time, Rainbow accidentally mesmerized herself, causing a major mishap. So, not many people valued her abilities. Aware of her clumsiness, Rainbow was quite self-conscious and often hid away. She thought she was safe, but then a wandering zombie staggered towards her. With no plant fairy around to call for help, Rainbow trembled as she used her singing to mesmerize the approaching zombie.
Where am I? Who am I?
You should ask your zombie mother. Why ask the plant fairy?
All right, I am. A plant fairy.
Nonsense! Just wait. I'll call Tallnut to capture you. Haha! They won't dare to underestimate me anymore.
Please, don't. Don't leave me. I'm afraid of zombies.
Are you brainless? You are that zombie! Rainbow's attention suddenly shifted to the wrist of the zombie. It belonged to her close friend, Tango Kelp. She panicked, thinking her childhood friend was in danger, while the foolish zombie had no memory and just shook its head in response to her questions. The first thing they needed to do was to conceal his identity. This was a breeze for Rainbow's best friend, Sunflower.
Stop it! Can't you see? He's so harmless, he won't harm anyone!
Huh?
Huh?
With her friend's exceptional design skills, not even the picky Tallnut could detect anything suspicious.
I've never seen such a weird pumpkin in my life.
It's Halloween after all, don't be a killjoy. Zombie Pumpkin even cosplayed as a plant fairy, living in harmony and winning the hearts of everyone, from the elderly to children, and even, well, beautiful girls. Thanks to Pumpkin, Rainbow became bolder and cherished her mesmerizing ability even more. He helped her use this power to calm down hostile insect swarms making them assist the plant fairy in their work. In a sudden moment, Rainbow was startled to realize that she had developed feelings for this half-corpse, half-plant. Of course, she didn't know that a zombie with no heart and an empty head like Pumpkin was momentarily mesmerized by Rainbow's radiant smile. All the plants in the fairy garden were created by Dr. Thomas, a kind and respected scientist. Surely, he would invent something to uncover the truth about the Tanglekelp's ring on Pumpkin's hand. Dr. Thomas, I have something to ask you.
Quiet. Dr. Thomas needs to prepare for the Halloween parade. Go away and let him rest.
Come on, Tallnut. We are the heroes of the future. Let's promise everyone that tonight, on Halloween, we will together stop the invasion of demons and protect the city.
It's not working. This is the only way. That night, two brave individuals sneaked into Thomas's laboratory to confront him personally. However, all the warm and benevolent images of Dr. Thomas shattered before their eyes. It was a horrifying scene, far from what the plant fairy had imagined. He was concocting a green liquid that could turn any plant into a zombie. The eerie sounds made by the plants were causing the zombies to become agitated. Back when he lived in the city, the center of development, Thomas had been ridiculed for not being as accomplished as other scientists. He moved to this countryside with a sinister ambition to create various types of zombies and unleash them upon the city to cause an epidemic.
Success! I've succeeded! Now you will all beg me to provide the antidote. Let's see who dares to underestimate me now.
Pumpkin and Rainbow hurried back to the garden to inform the plant fairy. Despite Pumpkin's true identity was revealed as a zombie cosplaying, Dr. Thomas's impeccable image led the plants to continue venerating him.
Rainbow! You're being turned into a zombie by him! Quickly, knock them up!
Soon after, they would regret their decision. Dr. Thomas imprisoned all the plant fairy on Halloween to prepare for their transformation into zombies. During this time, Rainbow had become so accustomed to the punishment of the plant fairy that she easily escaped. Two people quickly appeared and rescued the plant fairy while Thomas was busy preparing the zombie serum.
Dr. Thomas, it seems we need an explanation from you.
How dare you!
It's over! Your potion has been destroyed! You can't do anything to us anymore! But Thomas was not afraid. He summoned a horde of zombies with his music to punish those who wouldn't listen. They learned a horrifying secret that all the brave fighters from before had been turned into zombies, not gone abroad or anything else. The fighting spirit of the plant fairy gradually dimmed. They couldn't harm those who might have been their friends or loved ones.
Destroying the potion can make my plan fail? Dream on!
So, Tanglekelp is...
Be careful! Chase after him, Rainbow!
Now Pumpkin was no longer weak. He confronted Dr. Thomas boldly. Realizing his vulnerability, Thomas plunged into the liquid to transform himself into the most powerful zombie.
You're insane! This solution will only enhance my strength. My will remains. In contrast, you were turned into a zombie once. If the solution permeates you again, you will become a permanent zombie. Tangled kelp.
But Pumpkin was not afraid. At this moment, nothing was more important to him than defeating the villain and saving his plant species. With equal strength, Pumpkin eventually defeated Dr. Thomas. Rainbow and Pumpkin obtained the antidote to turn all the zombies back into their friends and loved ones among the plant fairy. Except for Pumpkin, who lost the chance to become a plant fairy once again. However, thanks to bathing in the extremely potent zombie serum, Pumpkin remembered his past, realizing that he truly was Tangled Kelp.
Enough of this nonsense! Everything is over! Let's go and enjoy Halloween!
That's right! We prepared for this event with so much effort!
Yes, it's all over.
Not necessarily. After all those events, they realized that their feelings went beyond friendship. This year's Halloween was truly unforgettable for all, including this one. Happy Halloween! Trick or treat! The story concludes here today. Thank you for your support. Every view is a huge encouragement for us to create more exciting stories. Don't forget to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to help us reach 1 million subscribers soon. Now, please share with WOA Fairy Tales your feelings after watching today's story. See you in the upcoming episode!
And Princess Vivian took place on a beautiful spring weather day. The ladies and gentlemen all gathered in the sacred ark.
William and Vivian, will you be together for the rest of your lives?
I protest!
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Don't be afraid. I protested because I wanted to say one more congratulations to that bride, who was an old best friend anyway.
Princess, this...
My dear friend, hope you too will be happy. Just one day. Oh, I hear the screams and scoldings of the princess, who has the most terrible appearance as well as attitude in the history of the miraculous kingdom. So what? These words I've learned by my heart. The fiancé married my best friend? Well, I thought there was nothing more embarrassing than that. Until I met him, the Cavalier Duncan, who was rewarded by the king for his great feat. Along with the gold, silver, and treasures, he got the glory of his life. And yet, he dares to deny me in front of all the guests? Again, I heard the mocking noise of me, the one who is abandoned. They think it's natural to be denied for being an ugly person. What have I done wrong? I don't want myself to be so ugly. Beyond the confines of endurance and the rumors that witches are evil and treacherous, I still come looking for her. Oh, the mighty witch, grant me the ability to make any man in the world be enchanted and miserable for me. Spell love? Exciting! It's not impossible, it's just limited magic. It can't affect true love, princess. I don't need true love anymore. Hold on, you don't need it. He'll show up sooner or later. When you meet him, you have to make him agree to marry you for 14 days. Otherwise... I know. What is the catch? I don't need gold or treasures. If you can't complete the mission, you will turn into a beast forever, guarding my bell towers, so... This game is too risky. I understand. But when I remembered the ironic laughter I've had, I gave up. Besides, if he was my faithful lover, 14 days would be enough for me to make him be mine. As soon as I left the witch's tower, the effect of spell love was very versatile. All the men I met, they were quickly sucked away. At first I enjoyed it very much. Too bad, After just a few days, I'm getting bored with those pesky people. What we really need is not a lot of people who love us with empty spells, but someone who loves us truly. And the day also comes, the day I meet the only one unaffected by spell love. Why you? It's crazy!
Why can't it be me? But how?
If I wasn't afraid to turn into a bell tower beast, I'd be ignoring someone like him, but... Alright, I'm scared. Since then, every day I do everything I can to seduce Duncan. Of course he's avoiding me rather than the comet. It's okay, I'm best at exertion. Cavalier's first day diary. I sent Duncan an invitation to my party. Another denial. For the first time it wasn't scary. Turned out the scary thing is that there come the second time, or even third time. Cavalier's second day diary. This time with more effort, I have to go crazy to find out what his interests are. What a boring man. He just practices with his sword all day. So I sacrificed my slumber. Woke up early with Duncan in training. It wasn't as easy as I thought, even though couldn't even lift the sword. The next day I didn't get any better. I even fell off my feet. Duncan had to take me home. Sweet? To thank that romantic moment, I had the maids panic because I myself joined the kitchen and made Duncan's favorite dish. What a good daughter. I almost gave my father a new kitchen. But the result wasn't really bad.
No, not so bad.
I realized that at the beginning, I was only do everything perfunctorily. Gradually, I seemed to be really interested in pursuing Duncan. It's weird when I follow the plan. I really put my mind into it, even it's not a task to me. In the end, I was the one who has a crush on him. In the end of the 14th day, I bet my last chance to once again ask Duncan to my party. Don't say anything. Just decide to come or not. That day, if you don't show up, I'll announce my engagement to someone else at the party. If you come, I will throw away all my pride to confess it to you. Why always men go first? This time, I'll take the initiative. I just want you come. God, you didn't even give me that chance. I was waiting, and waiting at the party. Like forever. When the guests started to leave and the clock chimed at midnight, I gradually turned into a beast with my heart broken. Witnessing this scene, people were scared, chased away, even used torches, arms to attack me. No, please! I will not hurt anyone, please! When I was panicked and ran to the witch's bell tower, I saw Duncan. He was late. There were traces of fighting on his body. I wanted to ask him what happened. Why did he treat me like that? However, it was too late. Duncan persisted in pursuing me, but I resisted seeing him.
Jean, it's me. Please open the door.
No, go away! I've become an ugly beast, much uglier than I was before. I can't see anyone in this world anymore, especially you. Did you always accuse me of not being pretty?
I never hate you because you weren't beautiful. Jean, I have my own misery.
Dragon! Do not harm the other!
That girl suffered a big burn on her face because of saving me. So I vowed my whole life to make up for her. But after that day, I couldn't find any clues about her. Then, I also had to hurry to train and conquer. Until now, I had a chance to return to the capital. I rejected you by reason of my responsibility to the benefactor, not because you are not beautiful. That day, I hastily denied you in front of many people, and I really regretted it. Then, I was quite surprised when you tried to approach me instead of being hostile. First, your deed annoyed me. I didn't know when everything from you that really touched me, the rejection in my hand gradually dissipated.
But you still did choose not to show up on time?
Before I went to the party, the witch had sent me a letter. I wrote that if I went to the forest, she would tell me who saved me. I have fallen in love with you, so I can't spend my life making up for my benefactor anymore. However, I will still use another way to repay the old favor. When I arrived, there was only the Devil Crow, the witch's pet. It held back, made me late, broke my promise to you.
A loud noise sounded. Duncan broke the door and walked in. Go away! I'm gonna hurt you! I'm almost completely turned into a beast!
Jean, don't be afraid. I'm here. I will never leave.
At that moment, the witch suddenly appeared.
Huh?
Hello, Duncan, my old friend, who bathed through the blood of my fiery dragon, maybe using a whole bag of trick to destroy you without using magic. Through the magic mirror, I knew you two were destined. How wonderful that God supported me and made stupid princess bring herself here so I could come up with something like this.
Huh?
Now let's see what your little girlfriend can do! At that moment, I seemed to lose my mind. My head hurt. It hurt very much. In my mind were all the words that forced me to attack Duncan. Otherwise, I'd go crazy with pain. I could still see myself rushing toward him. Just couldn't help it. He was a cavalier, so he was easy to fight back. But no, Duncan was definitely just avoiding me and not trying to hurt me. I clearly saw the arm was raising, just wanting to lower it to take the life of someone we love.
Jean, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you sooner. I love you.
Ah! The emotion made my bestiality lessen. Taking the opportunity, Duncan snapped the knife in my hand and charged towards the witch. By the time the pain was completely gone, I woke up and Duncan was already with me. Duncan, are you alright? Witch, where's the witch?
It's alright.
Huh?
I destroyed her.
Ow, my face! Don't look!
Jean, you must have heard a lot, right? I love you no matter what you become. Whatever you look like.
To prove his words, he gently placed a warm kiss on top of my ugly wound. Duncan recounted that the burn formed by the magical fire was now completely gone just after a flash. When I told him where the burn came from, and both strung up everything, it turned out that the girl Duncan's been looking for was me.
Cool, huh? Best of both worlds. I can give grace and be with the person I love the most.
Yeah, it seemed like I finally got to go to my own wedding. I'm so happy.
World filled with animosity, the four tribes of light, darkness, fire and water have been waging war against each other for centuries. No one knew exactly when, but demons in the form of lightning bolts began to appear in the lands of the four unicorn tribes, with the four legendary weapons Flamebrand, Aqua Trident, Shadow Blade, and Luminous Bow. The unicorn tribes created a barrier to prevent the invasion of the demons. Despite the conflict among the four tribes, the Unicorn Princess Eclipse, Solar, Blaze, and Marina remained close friends since childhood. They often secretly met in a lush green valley, a place untouched by war, filled with the laughter of children and pure friendship. But one day, Eclipse's mother discovered this unworthy friendship and forbade her from seeing her friends again. When Eclipse turned 18, her mother revealed a shocking prophecy.
Eclipse, I need to discuss a matter of great importance with you. What is it? Shadowblade told me that the only way to rule the unicorn world is by combining the four legendary weapons into the elemental Nexus Blade. It is a sword so powerful that it can even banish demons and bestow immense strength upon its wielder. So you mean we need to acquire those legendary weapons? Yes, all your training and efforts have led to this moment. Bring pride to the Darkness Tribe.
Driven by her loyalty to the Darkness Tribe and the bonds of their past friendship, Eclipse decided to heed her mother's words. She was determined to obtain the weapons and become the most powerful being.
Hello, Eclipse. What are you doing here? I miss you so much. I miss you too. But listen, there's an urgent matter.
Sola's smile vanished upon hearing Eclipse's intention to acquire the weapons.
What nonsense! Your mother's prophecy might not be true. Besides, we have already the barrier formed by the 4 legendary weapons. There's nothing to fear.
But it seemed that Lola underestimated the danger of the demons.
Believe me. How audacious! You're just trying to cause trouble, aren't you?
In her anger, Sola chased after Eclipse vigorously. The power struggle between light and darkness remained evenly matched. Eclipse knew she wasn't capable of persuading Sola at that moment.
Look closely! The barrier can be destroyed at any time! I don't believe it, you traitor! Ah!
Eclipse found herself washed up in the land of the water unicorns. Luckily, Marina, the water unicorn princess, came to her rescue. Marina brought Eclipse back for treatment. She had been unconscious for 2 weeks, experiencing terrifying nightmares.
Marina? Take it easy, you're still very weak.
Water unicorns were known for their healing abilities and gentle nature. Hence, Marina couldn't bear to see her friend perish in the river that day.
It's not good. We don't have much time left.
As predicted by Eclipse, the barrier in the land of the water unicorns was weakening, and even a hole had been broken.
Give me a hand! As you can see, the demons are growing stronger, and the barrier is getting weaker. Then what should we do now? I'm on my way to acquire the weapons to combine them into the elemental Nexus Blade. With it, we can cleanse the world from the forces of darkness. Would you like to join me on this quest?
Trusting Eclipse's words, Marina agreed to join her. In this way, Eclipse successfully acquired the first weapon, the Aqua Trident. Together, they embarked on an adventure to the land of the fire unicorns.
Why are there so many monsters here? Blaze is very cautious when it comes to protecting our territory.
In a moment of danger, Marina and Eclipse combined their water and shadow energies, creating a powerful magic star. You two, stay right there.
You have some nerve. How dare you come here to steal my weapon? Are you so smart but still fail to see the problem? Look beyond your own barrier. Enough talk. Solif already told me everything. Watch this! Yeah! No! Blaze, calm down! That won't achieve anything. The demons grow stronger, and they will invade the land of fire at any moment. Who said your magic is feeble? I dare the demons to breach the fire tribe's barrier.
Unfortunately, the demons had indeed destroyed the barrier of the fire tribe, bringing great peril to their land.
Release us now! Whatever you're up to, I know how to deal with you.
Eclipse quickly unleashed her dark energy, covering the sky, temporarily blocking the demon's sight.
Now you see that? Will you join us in persuading Sola? I guess there's no other choice.
As expected by Eclipse, the flame-brand weapon was acquired. The three princesses returned to the land of the light unicorns. As soon as they arrived, a rain of light arrows suddenly fell upon them.
Eclipse, what trouble are you causing now? Sola, Eclipse is doing the right thing. My water barrier was almost shattered. That's right. The barrier of the Fire Tribe has also been destroyed. Trust me, together we will protect the unicorn world. Fine. It's true that the demons are strong, but You're just like us. The most important thing is to still bring peace to our tribes. I believe a true princess will know what the right decision is. All right then. Look, it is the elemental nexus blade. We did it! The demons have been expelled! Yes, the demons are banished, and from now on, this sword belongs to the Darkness Tribe. Eclipse, how dare you! I knew we shouldn't have trusted this little traitor! Give it back! Return the weapons to me! No! From now on, the Darkness Tribe will be the new truth! Oh! It's shattered!
Eclipse was overwhelmed as the demon rose stronger than ever before, swiftly attacking the Castle of Light, crushing all hope and faith. Eclipse, holding the largest fragment of the sword, remained unaffected by the lightning bolts.
Blaze! Marina! Are you satisfied now? The world will be engulfed in darkness as you wished. No! Sola!
Eclipse then walked into the darkness, feeling lost and helpless. The light had vanished from her life, replaced by soulless creatures devoid of consciousness. For the first time in her life, she felt profound loneliness. She could no longer speak with others or laugh with anyone. The joyful memories of her childhood flooded her mind once again. The four of them, simply being together like innocent children, represented her happiest moments in life. In the depths of despair, a flicker of hope ignited within Eclipse's heart. She realized that the desire for domination was a mistake. Life couldn't be complete without love and compassion.
This is the source of the demons.
Give up! You've already lost!
Who are you exactly? Why do you seek to bring calamity?
I was born from the animosity between the four unicorn tribes. I've been accumulating power, growing stronger day by day. I want to plunge the world back into a void of despair, where there is no pain, no war, and everything returns to nothingness.
Silence! I won't let you wreak havoc any longer!
Eclipse made a final desperate move. Even if it meant sacrificing herself, she was determined to bring life back to the unicorn world. The demons were permanently defeated, but Eclipse disappeared, leaving only the fallen sword behind.
I I can't remember the last time I saw such a beautiful rainbow.
Eclipse was nowhere to be found, and everyone believed she had sacrificed herself to vanquish the demons.
Eclipse, where are you? It's all because of me that my daughter... I'm truly sorry, everyone.
At that moment, Sola heard her friend's cries coming from the fallen sword. It turned out that Eclipse's soul was trapped within it. United in forgiveness for Eclipse, they poured their energy into the shattered pieces of the sword. With the power of the 4 elements, the sword was restored, and Eclipse's soul was set free.
I was truly wrong. I'm sorry, everyone. I will do everything to make amends.
From then on, the unicorn tribes no longer competed but lived happily together. They took turns guarding the legendary sword at a sacred shrine. They understood that only by accepting and supporting each other, the angels possess magical feathers, the most important ingredient to create the dust of dreams. With just the dust of dreams, humans can attain anything they desire. Today, I must capture an angel and not make any mistakes. This time, Sarah won't escape my grasp.
Why is the angel Sarah being pursued? Why do humans need the dust of dreams? Stay tuned and subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to find out more. Today's story takes place in the Evergreen Kingdom. Contrary to its name, the ecosystem here has suffered severe pollution. Humans only focus on logging and hunting mythical creatures. Unable to bear the terrible living conditions, the people of Evergreen Kingdom retreat into beautiful dreams. Well, only those who can afford it can buy the dust of dreams. Our main character is the angel Sarah. Her kind is frequently hunted by humans. Humans covet Sarah's wings because they are the only thing that can help humans escape reality. The hunter is brimming with confidence. Today, he won't return empty-handed. But lucky for Angel Sarah, she avoids a dangerous lightning bolt by stumbling upon a hidden rock. When the hunter Jeopard arrives at the scene, he instinctively pauses. Before him lies the wasteland of an ancient relic, even with prey right in front of him. The Jeopard doesn't dare to trespass into this difficult-to-enter place. The wasteland of the ancient relic used to be a lush, fertile land where humans, angels, and mythical creatures lived peacefully. Under human devastation, the once peaceful land now consists of endless sand dunes, toxic waste rivers, and mutated forests.
Help! Someone, please help me!
Angel Sarah spots a one-horned unicorn trapped in a magical snare and unable to move. This snare is one of the souvenirs that humans left behind in the wasteland before departing. While observing, Sarah notices that this one-horned unicorn is special. His horn is broken. Only when she's sure there's no one around does Sarah approach to dispel the magical snare, freeing the injured unicorn. Sarah was about to leave immediately, but the unicorn didn't like that. Let me go!
No?
Please, let me go, or you will be harmed! Sarah always felt alone, because she was constantly hunted, and anyone who befriended her suffered consequences.
I want to go with you!
Sarah is completely surprised. Angel Sarah has broken wings, and Sparkly, the one-horned unicorn, has a broken horn. In this wasteland, they are safer together. Plus, if Sparkly can find his horn, he can help heal Sarah's broken wings. Angel Sarah realizes that Sparkly, the one-horned unicorn, often has nightmares. She uses her magic to enter Sparkly's dreams. Here, she realizes that Sparkly is just like her. He is hunted by humans too. And he is also lonely. Understanding Sparkly's plight, Sarah embraces him and dispels his nightmares. For the first time in a long while, both Sarah and Sparkly have a peaceful sleep, but unfortunately...
Today's my lucky day!
The hunter Gepard has caught up to the two of them. This time, he has brought a magical binding rope and quickly captures Sarah and Sparkly. Suddenly, there's a strange noise in the forest. Behind the trees, pairs of eyes are watching the hunter. Suddenly, some monsters appear. They overpower Gepard, rescuing Sarah and Sparkly. When Sarah and Sparkly wake up, they find themselves on a strange island. The monsters are approaching, making Sarah and Sparkly fear for being harmed. It turns out these monsters are one-eyed octopus, peacock, and green snakes. These mythical creatures are descendants of the ancient relic's inhabitants. Initially, they were just octopuses, fish, or gentle snakes. But to adapt to the toxic environment, they had to evolve. These creatures teach Sarah and Sparkly how to survive in the wasteland. The octopuses can purify dirty water into clean water. The peacock can use their tails as air purifiers. The green snakes can turn venom into sweet nectar for nutrition. While Sarah and Sparkly are enjoying getting to know their new friends, the hunter Gepard are facing hardships. He had run out of water.
If you can't catch the angel, don't bother coming back!
Will Gepard the hunter survive this crisis? Sometimes, villains get lucky. Gepard is rescued by a stranger. This person is Azor, a hunter specialized in the wasteland. Azor is the one who took Sparkly the one-horned unicorn's horn. Fate brings them together, and the two hunters decide to cooperate. The two hunters, Gepard and Azor, quickly find Sarah, Sparkly, and the group of friends. They launch a surprise attack, leaving everyone defenseless. Sparkly saves Sarah, but is quickly recaptured. Sarah and her three animal friends are forced to flee.
Why did you take my horn? If you wanted a cure, you could have just asked me.
Azor hesitates and doesn't answer Sparkly's question. While Sarah and her three animal friends run away, they accidentally stumble upon an ancient relic. Inside the relic is a magical crystal flower. Sarah curiously touches the crystal flower, and suddenly, the flower shatters into dust. In the astonishment of everyone, on Sarah's hand, 5 magical seals in the shape of flower petals appear. The relic unexpectedly collapses. Everyone panics, clinging to each other. Sarah unintentionally activates her new magical ability. She instantly teleports herself and her 3 animal friends to safety. It seems that the condition for instant teleportation is that Sarah must touch the target and have a specific destination in mind. Let's go back to rescue Sparkly. Her animal friends fully agree with Sarah. They extend their hands, touching Sarah's hand. Immediately, Sarah and her 3 animal friends teleport to where the 2 hunters are. This time, the group easily defeats the 2 hunters. Sarah has the power of instant teleportation and is no longer afraid of the Gepard's lightning. Her animal friends are skilled in the terrain. Quickly overpowering the 2 hunters and Azor and Gepard. The group rescues Sparkly, and regains his horn. Sarah places the horn in Sparkle, and it heals as if it was never broken. The group is overjoyed for their victory, but the two hunters are not.
I'm sorry, we're not bad people. That's right. We're not bad. Then why were you chasing Sarah and me? We were just following orders. That's right. Now the human city is completely polluted. We live in hardship and can't find jobs. So that's why we became hunters. We really didn't want to hunt you. But if we didn't, our masters would punish us. Alright, you two, stop talking. I don't believe you.
Come on, Sparkly. I don't need to be at odds with them. Can you heal my wings? Thanks to Sarah's gentle persuasion, Sparkly forgives the two hunters. He uses his unicorn magic to restore Sarah's broken wings. Actually, I have a secret. Suddenly, a huge burst of magical energy emanates from Sarah's wings, transforming the entire wasteland of the ancient relic. Trees grow lush and abundant, blooming with sweet fruit. The polluted rivers are cleansed and become clear and pure. Finally, a magical barrier is erected. From now on, no evil can trespass here anymore. Our angels have always possessed extraordinary abilities, but humans were too foolish, thinking only of grinding our feathers into dream dust. Our angels have also lived in hiding due to your greed, concealing our true power. But now, I have these good friends. I will do my best to protect them. However, I will also forgive you. Sarah extends her hand to touch the hands of the two hunters, giving each of them a flower-shaped seal.
Why are you doing this?
I believe there's still good people out there. Come back here when you've learned to appreciate the beauty of nature. The two hunters, Gepard and Azor, quickly depart. Sarah, Sparkly, and their animal friends live.
Mom and Dad don't love me anymore. Come in and play. It's even more fun in here. But first, you have to hit the subscribe button for WOA Fairy Tale.
That was Princess Lucy's fate from the moment she was born. She was destined to be the golden spoon holder. During her christening ceremony, many dignitaries gifted her precious jewels. But how could the little princess appreciate the value of such extravagance? The king and queen held hands, dancing to the music, leaving the cradle abandoned in a corner with the attendants. As Lucy grew older, her longing for a complete family grew. The king promised to teach Lucy horseback riding, but his busy schedule caused him to miss one appointment after another. The queen promised to take Lucy on outings, but she got lost in the world of parties, staying up all night, waiting until she fell asleep without realizing it.
Can't you spare some time for me, Mom and Dad?
Your mother will take you out, okay?
Why does it have to be me? You do it.
They shifted responsibility and blamed each other, making Lucy even more miserable. Lucy's 18th birthday was approaching.
Tomorrow is my birthday. I want to blow out the candles with you two.
Is it already Lucy's birthday?
How old is Lucy this year?
Lucy was thrilled, but in the end, her parents couldn't fulfill her wish due to unexpected work commitments. The king and queen only managed to leave a letter and a cake. Lucy was disappointed. She wanted to find a place to cry where no one could find her. She ran to an old warehouse and suddenly stopped. Some force was calling her inside. Curious, Lucy found a mirror covered with a cloth, surrounded by cobwebs and dust. Lucy pulled the cloth off, and she was startled to see a reflection of herself as a completely different person.
Hello, Lucy. Why? Oh, are you in there? I'm Charlie, the one who lives inside this mirror.
I have no friends, no family, and I can't leave here. That's just like me. Princess, do you want to explore in here? I have a gift for you. It will make up for the pain you've endured. Besides, the time in the mirror world lasts only an hour. You can go back home any time.
Lucy also wanted to go to a place where no one could find her, so she agreed to Charlie's invitation. Lucy stepped into the mirror world and was overwhelmed by its beauty. Endless green fields, streams flowing with candy.
Everything here is edible. It's so magical.
Charlie led Lucy to a castle that looked just like the one she lived in.
This is the gift I'm giving you. Time is starting to pass.
As Lucy entered the castle, everything felt familiar. The king and queen were there as well. However, the difference was that the king and queen were made of bones.
My daughter.
Welcome back, my child.
The king and queen organized a birthday celebration for Lucy, and they all blew out the candles together. Lucy had never experienced such a warm and happy birthday. Suddenly, the clock struck, and time was up.
Let's go, Lucy.
In the real world, the king and queen expressed regret for not being able to attend their daughter's birthday.
I don't need these things. What I need is your love. I wish I could go back to the mirror world.
At night, Lucy secretly went to the warehouse to meet Charlie, and Charlie took her back into the mirror world to see her bone parents. Back in the mirror world, Lucy was welcomed and treated with things she had never experienced before. The king personally planted a beautiful flower garden for Lucy, and the queen cooked delicious meals for her. They took Lucy on outings and had fun together.
I want to stay here forever. I don't want to go back to that cold and lonely home.
Lucy's words were the key to allowing Charlie to leave the mirror world. All she needed was someone to take her place in this mirror world. In the real world, the king and queen panicked when they couldn't find Lucy in her room.
The princess is missing.
The king noticed a wish bottle filled with Lucy's wishes on her shelf. Inside, Lucy had written many wishes, hoping for a happy family, her parents' attention, all simple things she didn't have.
We've been terrible parents, causing Lucy so much pain. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry for making you worry. Our beloved, you're safe, and that's all that matters.
However, after that, Lucy displayed some strange behaviors. She didn't like looking in the mirror, and all the mirrors in the castle were destroyed. The maids who cleaned the house with shiny mirrors could reflect images, but Lucy always avoided them, afraid to approach. The golden dishes that could reflect images were replaced with wooden ones. Once, the queen took Lucy for a walk, and she was startled when she saw Lucy's reflection in the water. The queen was scared, but she tried to remain calm, knowing that Charlie had hidden Lucy somewhere.
The Queen revealed the truth to the King, that Lucy was an imposter. That night, both of them decided to observe Charlie's actions. Charlie approached the mirror and jumped into it. The Queen recognized the mirror. She had treasured it when she was pregnant with Lucy, almost like a precious heirloom. But later, they had acquired more beautiful mirrors, so they had thrown it into the warehouse. The mirror gradually transformed and created Charlie's persona. She envied Lucy for having both parents. In the mirror world, Lucy now appeared as Charlie. At this point, Lucy still had no idea that she was trapped there. Suddenly, the King and Queen rushed to push Charlie out of the mirror.
Run, my child! No, I won't go back. I'm loved more here than with Mom and Dad. Are you sure about that? What's happening?
Don't touch our daughter!
Charlie, enraged, raised the mirror fragment to create another illusion, but the Queen struck her with a blow.
Leave this place quickly! You won't escape.
Lucy and her parents rushed to the mirror door, connecting the two worlds. But the mirror did not display any swirling circle. Lucy looked at the virtual mirror fragment in her hand and plunged it straight into the mirror. In the real world, the mirror began to crack and to shatter. They had escaped from the eerie mirror world.
I'm sorry, my child. We were too thoughtless and selfish.
Lucy also realized that nothing good was necessarily perfect. All parents have flaws. It's about whether they recognize and fix them or not. The King and Queen, despite their imperfections, loved her unconditionally.
500 years ago, there was a fairy world where extraordinary creatures, like fairies, monsters, and little witches, lived peacefully together. There lived beautiful butterfly fairy named Galaxia, belonging to the noblest Alan lineage of the land. She possessed a pair of vibrant and splendid butterfly wings, along with a magical ability to control clouds and winds at her will. She was the only butterfly fairy in that world with such powers. Galaxia was the only daughter of the Butterfly King, who ruled the kingdom, and she was really pampered by her father. Not far away from there, in the land of Balan, there was a horse prince named Harold, living in an empire where the horse human race was the only esteemed lineage. He had horse ears that could hear sounds from miles away, serving as a weapon to determine the direction of invading enemies. His exceptional hearing had helped him win many battles on the battlefield, earning admiration from his people. Harold was also the only prince of the horse-human emperor, destined to inherit and rule the empire, making him the pride of the Balan emperor. Galaxia and Harold met during a diplomatic gathering between different nations, aiming to promote cooperation and peace. At that time, Galaxia grew bored with the parties filled with discussions of high-ranking positions, so she disguised herself as a celestial butterfly and flew away from the event. Unexpectedly, Galaxia was attacked by a fierce scorpion, causing her injury. Just as she was about to face death, the talented Prince Harold appeared in time to rescue her. That meeting sparked an immediate attraction, and they began talking with each other. They discovered they shared many common things, both being the only princess and prince of their respective lineages, resulting in loneliness as nobody dared to befriend them.
Beautiful Galaxia, thank you for appearing in my life!
It seemed like a love story that would garner much support, but things took an unexpected turn. Their love was not accepted by their families. The Butterfly King harbored hatred for the horse-human race, as they had previously invaded and devastated his kingdom. The horse-human emperor looked down upon magical creatures, blaming them for resisting and weakening the empire of the horse-human race. Their families forbade their children from interacting, threatening war if Galaxia and Harold didn't comply. Father, please accept our love. Harold is the only one I truly love. The Butterfly King, angered by his beloved daughter's defiance, locked Galaxia in her room. Unwilling to give up on their love, Galaxia and Harold decided to secretly escape from their families. They sought out a spider witch capable of time travel through the threads she wove with her magical silk. Galaxia and Harold expressed a desire to understand why their families harbored such hatred. The witch agreed to help them, using her spider silk to project images of 500 years ago. A dense forest appeared, depicting a life where magical creatures and the horse-human race coexisted differently from the present. Butterfly fairies couldn't fly to the sky, but could hop on beautiful flowers, relying on dandelion stems as makeshift wings. In the past, all butterfly fairies could control the wind, but over the years, only Galaxia retained this ability. Could it be that they had been cursed, causing the butterfly lineage to lose their inherent abilities? As for the horse-human race, they had sharp ears and could run as fast as the wind, jumping high like birds. They were brave warriors, always ready to fight against any invaders of their territory. They were also hot-tempered and rough, often arguing and fighting over trivial matters. Nevertheless, they still possessed a soul that yearned for a peaceful life. As Galaxia and Harold delved deeper into their respective lineages, they struggled to understand why their families held such animosity. It turned out that 500 years ago, the Butterfly King and the Horse-Human Emperor were close friends who fought against a formidable enemy, a giant dragon. Although people believed the dragon had been completely destroyed, it was still alive. The dragon used shape-shifting magic to become the Horse-Human Emperor, approached the Butterfly King, and harmed him, imparting a dangerous toxin. That toxin turned the Butterfly King ferocious and malicious, breeding hatred for the horse-human race, whom he believed had betrayed him. With a relentless desire to annihilate all lineages, the dragon passed on this toxin to the descendants of the Butterfly King, causing transformation and gradual weakening of their abilities. So it was because of that our lineage lost the ability to control the wind. Everything was out of control. The Horse-Human Emperor had indeed tried to prevent the Butterfly King and persuade him to stop the war. But the Butterfly King didn't care about what the Horse-Human Emperor had wanted to say.
You are a traitor! You're unworthy to live on this world!
Saying that, the Butterfly King continuously attacked the Horse-Human Emperor, who had no choice but to counterattack. They became embroiled in a fierce war, turning their once friendly nations into bitter enemies. Galaxia and Harold were shocked and felt deep regret for their families. They wanted to do something to correct the mistakes of the past. They sought the help of a witch to take them back in time using her magical threads. Please take us back to the past. We cannot let our nations become enemies. Time travel comes with serious consequences, and you will have to pay a significant price.
As long as the two nations achieve peace, we are willing to pay any price.
The witch agreed to use her magic to take them back 500 years. Before their eyes, everything was chaotic. The Butterfly King and the Horse-Human Emperor were locked in a fierce battle. Galaxia quickly used magic to create a gust of wind, separating the ongoing struggle between the Butterfly King and the Horse-Human Emperor. Meanwhile, Harold rushed to the Butterfly King to treat him, awakening him from his rage. Harold recounted everything to the Butterfly King about the giant dragon, helping the Butterfly King get the misunderstanding about the Horse-Human Emperor. The Butterfly King realized the harm he had caused to all kinds of beings, and especially to his dear friend. He felt really regretful. Swiftly, the Butterfly King approached the Horse-Human Emperor to apologize and express a desire for peace. The Horse-Human Emperor also forgave the Butterfly King, and together they ended the war. While everyone rejoiced in the return of peace, the dragon suddenly appeared with a malicious expression. It spewed out fiery flames, angrily incinerating everything around. Harold, with years of battlefield experience, used all his strength to fight the giant dragon. However, the dragon was too powerful and he couldn't defeat it alone. In the most critical moment, Galaxia timely protected him but got lightly injured herself. Seeing his beloved hurt, Harold became enraged and used all his strength to attack the formidable enemy. The Butterfly King and the Horse-Human Emperor joined forces with Harold and Galaxia to defeat the giant dragon. They used powerful magic to cast upon the dragon, making it unable to withstand the onslaught and vanishing into dust. After defeating the giant dragon, the war between the two kingdoms came to an end. The two kingdoms promised never to invade or harm each other again. The two kingdoms prospered and lived in prosperity. The people enjoyed a peaceful life, close-knit and full of love. Galaxia and Harold also found joy and contentment. Then, they wished to return and see the outcome of the changes in their two lineages. As the time travel period neared its end, the witch appeared to take them back, reminding them that they would have to pay a significant price. It turned out that the price the witch mentioned was the memories of Galaxia and Harold. Upon returning to the present, the two nations lived in peace, but they no longer remembered each other like strangers. The Butterfly King and the Horse-Human Emperor arranged for the princess and the prince, although unfamiliar, to be connected by an unexplainable bond. Galaxia and Harold held a wedding ceremony, witnessed and blessed by everyone. They looked into each other's eyes and felt a magical connection happening within. The two were moved and fell in love, living happily forever after.
What would happen if one day Barbie was adopted by a vampire family? Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tale to follow Barbie's story. Barbie is a young orphaned girl who lives in an orphanage. Because of her exceptional beauty, she was adored by everyone. Many people want to adopt her, but Barbie continues to decline their offers. She harbors a longing for the day when her grandmother, Ruth, will have the means to take her away. Every month, she is visited by her grandmother.
Keep our meetings a secret, my dear. Huh? When will I see you again, Grandma? Lately I've been feeling so peculiar. I fear I might be losing my mind. Be patient, my dear. You will soon find the answers you seek.
However, Grandma has been absent for quite some time, and instead, Barbie encounters an enigmatic and eerie family. The father is Jordan, the mother is Sandra, and their daughter is Buffy. They openly express their desire to adopt her.
No way! Where is my grandma?
It turns out they are descendants of Grandma Ruth, and also Barbie's true family. What's even more astonishing is that they are all vampires. Sadly, Grandma Ruth passed away due to an attack from a rival vampire clan.
Huh?
They lost a key member and are now facing a great danger. She left a will, bequeathing all her assets to Barbie.
Huh?
From now on, Barbie must be adopted into the family. She is the heir. Barbie went from one surprise to another. However, to protect the legacy her grandmother left behind, Barbie decided to go along with this family.
Is this a vampire castle? It's so terrifying! Quickly, drink this! It will help reveal the true forms of vampires!
Huh? Huh?
Ah! Fool! Vampires don't cast reflections in mirrors!
Huh? Huh?
Henceforth, Barbie won't be able to gaze upon her own beauty.
Huh?
Why am I lying in a coffin like this?
It turns out, vampires sleep during the day and are active at night.
Alright, I'll just have to endure it, but this room is exceedingly unsightly. Much better!
Although Barbie is the leader, she finds herself isolated within her family.
Huh?
Huh?
You're excessively tender-hearted and indecisive. You're hardly fit for a leadership role.
Barbie can even perceive their emotions as colors, thanks to her unique ability. After observing for many days, Barbie realizes that this family consistently radiates somber emotions, as if they must suppress their true selves to appear serious. This sharply contrasts with Barbie's confidence.
There's something on your face. What? My beauty?
She disregards their taunts and continues to express her uniqueness. Dress stylishly and unconventionally, and live in harmony with her true nature, further intensifying the friction between her and her family. Barbie cannot accept their dark and apathetic way of life. Nor does she wish to engage in hunting and consuming gruesome food like them. Conversely, they are incapable of comprehending Barbie's flamboyant sense of aesthetics. Mr. Jordan and Mrs. Sandra are very strict with their daughter.
Ada, how can we defeat our enemies like this?
Buffy has grown indifferent towards everything. Only Barbie knows the truth. And perhaps Buffy, like Sandra and Jordan, they are also imposing themselves too much into a mold. Each day, Barbie and her family train to combat the attacks of rival vampire clans. However, despite her relentless efforts, Barbie is unable to match their strength. Consequently, Barbie concentrates on her other unique abilities.
Come on, Barbie. If you persist in this manner, Grandma Ruth's legacy will crumble.
Barbie firmly believes that they are making the mistake of imposing themselves without exploring their individual personalities. Living like this brings them no happiness. Barbie is determined to help everyone reconcile and express themselves more freely. She presents Buffy with an instrument, recognizing her passion for music. Barbie's uninhibited expression of herself begins to have a positive influence on Buffy. Barbie aids Sandra in discovering her love for flowers and assists Jordan in pursuing his passion for research and reading without constraint. Gradually, the family becomes more harmonious. Barbie encourages everyone to freely express their unique traits. They develop together. On the night of the village festival, Barbie encourages Buffy to perform for the villagers.
I doubt the villagers will appreciate me.
Sandra was once subjected to mistreatment by the villagers due to her eerie appearance. Sandra does not want Buffy to endure being regarded as an outcast as she once did.
Yet you possess genuine musical talent. Do not allow anything to hinder you.
Consequently, Buffy musters the courage to perform in front of the villagers. And the entire family joyfully dances together.
Ruth is no more, and there is no one left to shield you. Surrender all your assets to us.
Everyone, go ahead! I shall obstruct their path! You shall not seize our abode!
We shall employ our full might to combat them!
I do not believe that is a wise course of action. The strength of a vampire is contingent upon their unique abilities.
For instance, Barbie's strength has been unveiled through her commitment to living authentically.
Therefore, let each of you harness your individual passions. There is no need for violence.
They argue amongst themselves as the invaders draw near, threatening to breach the door.
Cease your quarreling at once.
Ruth's apparition recounts tales of the past. Her daughter, Barbie's mother, was much like her.
Why do you persist in eccentric attire? Can you not behave in a more conventional manner? I no longer wish to lead such a life, Mother. I aspire to explore the world and spread positivity to all. Discontinue the use of that emotion-reading ability. It's futile.
This marked the final meeting between Ruth and her daughter. Ruth had secretly searched for her for a long time. However, in the end, she discovered that Barbie's mother had passed away, leaving only her granddaughter behind. Ruth was profoundly saddened and remorseful. The generations of imposition and repression had caused her descendants to suffer. Ruth had protected Barbie and included her in the will, believing that with her benevolence and freedom to express her true self, Barbie could bring about change within the family.
It was also my plan to introduce Barbie to the new family and continue developing the legacy I left behind. I understand now. Thank you, Mother, and thank you, Barbie.
They all proceed to follow Barbie's advice. Sandra uses carnivorous plants to deter the invading forces. Buffy plays her instrument, causing them to dance uncontrollably. Just then, Jordan cleverly leads them into the traps he has set. Barbie, with her extraordinary ability, manipulates their thoughts and compels them to depart. From that point forward, Barbie lives happily with her new family. They respect each other's preferences. Petite cakes are not useless, and those who appear peculiar and unique are not to be feared.
General Eric returned home in the midst of a storm, only to be disappointed.
baby is a girl.
A warrior's lineage doesn't need a daughter.
In Asgard, the land of the Norse gods, becoming a warrior was an honor, and men were highly regarded for it.
One day, I must become a warrior like them.
If you subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales channel, who knows, you might become like them.
I'm not falling for that.
Women in this land were coldly treated, like Valkyrie, who served the gods as a swan dancer, a job considered beneath warriors.
Beautiful, but a bit weak. Only for women.
Back at home, Valkyrie was always coldly treated, in stark contrast to her younger brother Edgar, a warrior in the Asgard army, who received their father's attention and rigorous training, although he wasn't particularly skilled.
Get up! If you continue like this, you'll never match Ragnar. And you, prepare a Pegasus for your brother. Hurry up!
With a strong passion, Valkyrie secretly practiced every night. She even excelled over her younger brother.
Excellent!
Practicing tricks again? Do you intend to destroy your brother's things, huh? Women can't be warriors. Why? Why do you have a...
Valkyrie remained determined to pursue her dream. Her opportunity came when the supreme god Odin wanted to establish a new battalion.
The victor of this battle will be the first of the battalion. I will grant them immortality.
Edgar enrolled in the selection contest under their father's pressure.
Father, I want to participate too. Doesn't everyone have the right to do so?
To allow his daughter to participate, General Eric was worried about losing face.
If you can defeat Edgar, do whatever you want.
So Valkyrie and her younger brother competed against each other. Following the contest's rules, the first one to touch the ground loses. The dancer completely overwhelmed her warrior brother. But just when she was about to launch her final attack,
Edgar, defeat her! How can a fragile girl like that become a warrior?
She got distracted, and Edgar only needed to save his strength to secure victory.
I told you, so weak. Just accept it.
However, Edgar wanted his sister to impersonate him in the competition.
Father forced me into the army. I don't have the qualities. I just want a normal life. You lost because you were distracted. You're better than me. Every night, I saw you training. If you win, everyone will acknowledge you. You're strong. I'm sure you can do it.
Huh? All right, I agree. Hide here. You're safe with my friends. Put on this helmet, and no one will know who I am.
Valkyrie easily disguised herself as Edgar, as he wasn't very tall. Ragnar, who often bullied Edgar, took notice of her.
So, you dare to compete, Edgar?
Her helmet fell off, revealing her true identity as the swan dancer.
Oh my god, look at this! General Eric's family is out of men, so they had to send their daughter. Valkyrie, come back! Come back immediately! How dare you!
No! I absolutely won't!
Dear Lord Odin, is there any rule that forbids women from participating in this contest?
Indeed, you are allowed to participate if you have a Pegasus and armor.
Huh?
Eric demanded Edgar's Pegasus and armor back from Valkyrie.
Please, can someone lend me armor and a Pegasus?
Let her borrow him to mess around, huh? Not happening.
Father locked up all the armor! Your wings aren't fully healed yet. How can you fly? How can I wear these shattered pieces of armor? With no other choice, Valkyrie had to bring her father to where Edgar was hiding.
So disappointing. Unbearable. Are you really my son?
In the end, I couldn't do anything. Do I have to do things I don't like for the rest of my life? Looking at her swan dress, the dancer suddenly had a crazy idea. In the arena, Ragnar had defeated many opponents, including Edgar.
What's this? Why are you all so weak? Not a shred of masculinity. Who's next? Is there anyone brave enough to challenge me?
If no one dared to challenge, Ragnar would be the victor.
So the winner is...
I challenge you!
What's this? Isn't this a stage for you, dancer?
Valkyrie used her swan dress to create a new set of armor and heal her Pegasus.
I beg you, come back! Don't embarrass me like this! Is there anyone else brave enough to challenge me besides this dancer?
Get down! He's really strong! You won't stand a chance! I'm at a complete disadvantage here!
You're strong! I'm sure you can do it!
Valkyrie, Swan Dancer, daughter of Eric, I challenge you!
Approved! The battle begins!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side of the arena is the most feminine warrior in the history of Asgard.
Ragnar couldn't believe that the feminine warrior immediately overwhelmed him.
Too fast? How? Since when? That's right, a woman, a little girl. And she's wearing that lightweight swan outfit. That's why she's so incredibly fast.
Ragnar's overconfidence in the dancer nearly cost him dearly. Many times, Valkyrie could have defeated him if not for a stroke of luck.
Alright, not just anyone can do this.
Thanks to her agility, Valkyrie easily dodged the bulky warrior's attacks.
Where is she? Where did she go?
The battle raged on, stunning the audience with its intensity.
Impossible! Is that Valkyrie?
Nevertheless, she couldn't dodge forever.
Surrender! Your arms can't wield a spear anymore!
Valkyrie! 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 The brave ballet dancer boldly charged at Ragnar, dropping her spear to everyone's surprise. Soaring up like a swan, she pulled her opponent down. Valkyrie was supposed to be the one falling.
Is that a bird?
Is that a Pegasus?
It's Valkyrie! My daughter Valkyrie!
Valkyrie utilized the flying capabilities of her swan dress. She didn't let her victory make her arrogant. Let's cheer for Ragnar, a strong and brave warrior! Valkyrie had changed the perception of women.
And the winner is...
Valkyrie. She was granted immortality and became the first leader of this battalion. She became a protector, searching for the bravest warriors. A trainer. Many women became warriors under the battalion named after her.
March on, Valkyrie Battalion! I am a monster, and during every full moon, a dreadful event will occur to me. I transform into a human. Yes, you heard it right. You didn't mishear.
Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tale to follow the story. From ancient times, humans have been the eternal enemies of monsters. Ancestors of humans hunted monsters to obtain precious items. Believing that these items could cure all illnesses and grant them extraordinary powers. In the eyes of monsters, humans are a deceitful and wretched species. After centuries of battle, monsters were defeated by the unity of humans. In the end, they had to hide and vanish, with no one seeing a monster anymore. Aria is a half-breed, her father being an octopus monster and her mother a human. When she was born, her mother passed away due to an illness, and she grew up with her father. However, as a half-breed, she would transform into a human during every full moon, and had to live in seclusion. This makes her very self-conscious, and despised the human part of herself. Although no one knew she was a half-breed, Aria was ostracized by the Kraken clan due to her unusual appearance. She had no friends, and lived in solitude. When she turned 18, according to the common rule, all monsters were required to attend Elemental Monster High.
You'll start school tomorrow. Try to make friends with other monsters and never reveal your half-breed identity, all right?
Yes, Father.
Are you ready, my dear?
Oh dear, do I have to go to school like this?
Yes, it's the first day. It has to be grand.
Accidentally, Aria bumped into the most famous trio of the school, Celine, Zara, and Layla. Celine, known for her delicate personality and aversion to dirt, became extremely annoyed.
You little brat! Are you making fun of me? I'm sorry. Since you only have one eye, try to open it wider and look. Stop it, Celine. She already apologized. Go!
After a few days of getting acquainted with the school, Aria understood the mission of Elemental Monster High, which was to teach monsters how to use their powers to protect themselves from humans. She reminded herself to give her best effort.
Today is the day for testing your abilities. Show your strength to be classified. To utilize your powers effectively, you must focus and have absolute confidence in your own abilities.
Well, what did you expect? It's a piece of cake. Watch this! The power of a sandstorm! Don't think you can easily attack me. The power of blood, activate!
Excellent.
Then it was Aria's turn, but she clumsily attempted to use an offensive spell. Due to her lack of confidence in her abilities, the water spell from Aria was easily evaded by the snake monster.
Ah! Help me, Master!
That's too bad.
Be careful! You might turn into stone! No, Master!
Well, what a mess. Listen up. Celine, Layla, Zara are in the S class, while Aria, you've exceeded my tolerance. F class.
Celine was surprised by Aria, a seemingly weak and clumsy person who turned out to be incredibly kind.
Huh? It seems you still haven't gotten used to using your powers, huh? Yes, I'm still very weak. Take your time to improve. I'm hosting a party tonight. Will you come?
The party took place in the lavish castle of the vampire clan. But when they arrived, everyone saw Aria, a low-ranked monster with an ugly appearance, and they mocked her, not approaching her for conversation. Aria bowed her head, feeling sad and insecure about her own self. All eyes were on the trio of monster girls, and Celine stood out the most.
Why am I so ugly? I will never be like them, right?
Aria ran away from the party, consumed by her own self-pity.
Ah! It hurts so much! What kind of dark magic is this?
On her forehead was the symbol of an octopus, catching Aria's attention, reminding her of her Kraken lineage. Suddenly, Celine, Layla and Zara entered. It was then that Celine revealed her dark plan of revenge. Celine had used dark magic from the vampire clan's ancient spellbook to summon this demon.
Oh my, that's so creepy, Celine. Are you insane? You've become a demon and you're afraid of demons! The power of this demon will turn humans into monsters. From now on, we won't have to hide. We'll dominate the world. But for now, I don't know how to awaken it. Let's keep it here for the time being. But why do we have to do this? I saw with my own eyes how humans hunted and harmed my mother. That's why I vowed to eradicate humans from this world and avenge my mother. Join us! That monster must be connected to your Kraken lineage!
Aria, always despising the human part within her, wanted to erase it. Erase humans from the world. Thus, she agreed. Since joining the group, Aria gradually lost herself. Aria tried to keep up with them. Even though she found the monster food at the school revolting, Aria forced herself to eat it, pretending it was delicious. Aria even started collecting artifacts to resemble Layla. She slept for 12 hours a day like Zara. And she changed her appearance and acted cleanly like Celine. The friendship between them gradually became closer through joyful experiences. This was the first time Aria felt accepted. In addition, Aria often stayed in the library trying to awaken the demon from the underworld. Aria discovered that the only way was through a legendary sea stone of the Kraken clan. Several hundred years ago, the stone was created by sorcerers and was being transported to the royal family when it accidentally fell into the sea. Since then, the Kraken clan possessed it. This stone can only be activated on the full moon. Aria left the school and secretly dived into the deep sea to bring the sea stone back.
Please use this stone to awaken the demon on the full moon! But I can't participate. I'm injured. Oh, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. You guys go for it! How can I do it if I'm cursed as a human during the full moon? But it's alright. Just one more day.
On the night of the full moon, Aria indeed transformed into a human. With no other choice, she had to escape in embarrassment.
How awful! I hate myself. Ouch!
Are you alright?
I'm fine, just stay away.
He thought she was a visitor and took her around the village. Upon arriving in the village, they saw people throwing tomatoes at each other. Seeing her curiosity, he explained that it was the tomato throwing festival, a special ritual where the locals pray for a fruitful harvest in the new year. Aria acted disgusted, But under the enthusiasm of everyone, she quickly assimilated and joined them. She also visited a museum and learned that monster hunting had long been banned. The hunters had received fitting punishments. Celine's plan was a mistake. Humans had changed. They didn't deserve to be destroyed. But it was too late. The other 3 girls had awakened the demon. It attacked the village and turned all the villagers into hideous creatures. Aria returned to school in horror.
Success! Now the human world will face destruction. No! Celine! The demon has returned!
It's out of control! Be careful, it might attack!
This is so frustrating!
But it was too powerful for the 3 of them. They started feeling remorse for what they had caused. The demon will destroy everything.
Everyone, stay calm! We will fight against it together! Arya? It's you? What is happening? Yes, I am a hybrid between human and monster. You can blame me or mock me, it doesn't matter. Now nothing else matters. I just want to save everyone.
The 3 monster girls were shocked to learn that their longtime friend turned out to be a hybrid. But before they could question her, they had to keep the demon occupied.
Seriously, you've exhausted me, Arya!
Because the sea stone belonged to humans, only those with human traits could pull it out of the demon.
Let's go, everyone!
As soon as the stone was pulled out, the demon disappeared, and all the cursed beings turned back into humans. The chaos was resolved. Arya stepped forward and explained everything. How humans had imposed a ban on monster hunting long ago.
Arya, ever since I met you, everything has been chaotic. But you have given me true friendship. That's right, we understand now. From now on, humans and monsters will live in peace.
Since then, Arya no longer felt insecure about her human side. She lived freely and true to herself, ready to do what she loved. Monsters and humans formed a peace treaty. Elemental Monster High also changed its rules and welcomed hybrid students.
Now leave your thoughts and comments below. I don't want a dull, colorless, and emotionless life. And I'm willing to sacrifice everything to become vibrant like a rainbow. Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tale to follow my story.
Nikki has a burning passion for fashion and will do anything to pursue her passion. From jobs like a factory worker just to get leftover fabric. And unfortunately, she was falsely accused of being a thief, leading to her dismissal. They said she was poor and a dreamer, unaware of her place in society. They said her vibrant rainbow designs were outdated and cheesy, compared to the elegant and sophisticated design direction of 19th century Paris. Despite countless disappointments, Nikki remains determined not to give up on her dreams. Nikki's mother loves her very much and wants to spend more time with her. But for Nikki, nothing is more important than her dream.
Nikki, I know your passion is important, but can't you have a proper dinner with me?
You wouldn't understand, Mom. You're just a housewife. You've never had a burning dream like me.
Everything changes one day. Nikki accidentally discovers a notebook about a mysterious fashion kingdom. Where she is a princess and her mother is a queen. And there's also a portal that can take Nikki there.
Mom! What does this mean?
Don't touch that notebook. It's just stories I made up when I was young.
Her mother's explanation is not convincing enough. Nikki decides to find out the truth. She follows what she remembers to the gateway between the two worlds.
Huh? Who are you? Hello, Princess Nikki. I've been looking for you for a long time. Huh? Let's go, Princess. Let me take you to the place where you'll fulfill your great power. Become a renowned designer and freely design the outfits you love. Is this where my talent will shine? Welcome to the Kingdom of Chromatic. It's beautiful, but who are those people? They are the ones who have been exiled. They have nowhere else to go, so they reside here, a fallen kingdom. Formerly, Chromatic was a prosperous place, alongside Givenchy, Jimmy Choo, and Hermes. In this world, the more beautiful the clothing, the stronger the magic, and each kingdom has its own representative artifact. However, those kingdoms have formed an alliance and stolen the rainbow dresses, the source of power for the kingdom. Faced with that threat, the Queen of Chromatic and also Nikki's mother fled, leaving behind the citizens. My mother? So cowardly? She just wanted to protect you. Look, she left behind many magnificent works. I've been thinking poorly of my mother all this time. Surely the one holding the rainbow dress is one of those designers. To attract their attention, you have to participate in the upcoming Fashion Week. Nikki, only you can restore honor to your mother and save this kingdom.
She goes to the kingdom of Jimmy Choo first and participates in his shoe design competition. This time's theme is the Fairyland.
The division between the rich and the poor is so obvious here, isn't it? That's right! Here, the rich dress the best. The middle class follows the trends and wears similar clothes. As for the beggars you saw earlier, they're at the bottom of society.
With her passion for rainbows, Nikki designs a beautiful pair of heels. She wins the competition. Jimmy Choo is so impressed that he personally takes her to visit his workshop. He even points out the location of the legendary glass slipper of this kingdom. But she still can't find the rainbow dress. Nikki also won at the competition of Hermes and Givenchy with her own abilities. Indeed, when living true to her passion, one will shine. Despite the joy of winning, Nikki feels no different from Jimmy Choo. She's taken to visit the factory, knowing the location of the legendary fashion items, yet still unable to find the rainbow dress. Moreover, even though she's invited to become an exclusive designer, Nikki declines. What she wants most is to become a designer for each kingdom of Chromatic.
I still can't understand. None of them has the rainbow dress. Only your mother witnessed that accident. Maybe she knows something. Maybe. I'll go ask my mother. And if that doesn't work, I'll design a new rainbow dress. I believe you can do it.
But now everything has turned completely opposite to Nikki's imagination. It turns out Nikki's mother is the one holding the rainbow dress.
Mom! Why are you holding it?
It turns out that Nikki's mother knew Valentina's plan. She is the leader of a fanatical black and white fashion rebellion. Valentina wants to seize the rainbow dress and even the legendary artifacts of those kingdoms and create a new fashion world where everything is in black and white only. Out of concern for the fashion world losing its inherent beauty, Nikki's mother fled to another dimension, taking Nikki with her.
In addition,
Anyone who wears the rainbow dress will gain extraordinary powers, but must sacrifice what they value most. This is also why I never wore it and fought against Valentina. Because what I value most in the world is you, dear Nikki.
At this moment, Nikki understands everything. She needed so much courage and love to protect her all these years. Her mother had lost herself in Nikki, hoping that Nikki would fulfill her unfinished life.
I'm sorry, Mom. I've been selfish all this time, not understanding you.
Suddenly, Valentina appears.
Oh, how touching! You wretch! Thank you, Nikki. Thanks to you, I've learned the location of all the legendary treasures.
It turns out that before Nikki's mother left, Valentina cast a spell on her notebook. Sooner or later, Nikki would find that notebook and it would signal Valentina of her location. The beggars Nikki encountered were actually the brainwashed citizens of Chromatic by Valentina.
Farewell, Nikki! No! Mom!
When Nikki arrives, it's too late. Valentina has captured her mother and the remaining 3 designers, sealing the legendary fashion artifacts. Nikki recalls everything she has learned and creates a crown and accessories that go perfectly with the rainbow dress.
I won't let you destroy this land! You think you can defeat me?
Nikki made a bold decision. She accepted to permanently give up the thing she cherished the most, her designing ability. She felt an immensely powerful energy, now enhanced by the accessories she had designed before. Valentina had no idea that Nikki had become much stronger thanks to the suitable accessory. Moreover, Valentina, due to her lack of fashion knowledge and wearing mismatched garments, had weaker magic compared to Nikki. Nikki unleashes a massive spell, defeating Valentina once and for all. As Valentina is defeated, the whole place lights up, restoring the beautiful colors it once had. The land also expresses gratitude to Nikki, helping her regain her design abilities. Nikki has successfully restored the kingdom and restored her mother to the position of queen.
Thank you, Mom, for always supporting my dreams. Let me make it up to you for the rest of our lives.
She continues to learn and grow as a skilled designer. Eventually, success comes her way. Nikki's later designs are warmly embraced by the public.
Oh, the giant wolf wants to swallow the little girl and those brave gods? What's happening? Let's follow WOA Fairy Tales with today's story, little kids. Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom called Linoman, there lived a wealthy and talented king. His wife passed away prematurely. Then he had to raise his daughter, Scatty Princess, by himself. Although being a talented king, a good father who loved his daughter, Lino was too egoistic. One time, when Odin wandered around the earth, he forgot his spear there. Seeing that, King Lino immediately brought it home.
With the god spear and the wealth in my hand, my prosperity may be more than the gods.
Those words reach Odin, the supreme god, making him really angry.
You are a human, but you dare to insult the gods? Your arrogance deserves to be punished. I will turn you into a stone statue for 100 years. Let's see whether you will still be arrogant or not.
My great Odin! I know my father was so wrong when he arrogantly insulted you, but please forgive him. He's of an age. I can take the punishment for him. I will give up my princess status. I voluntarily go to Asgard to be your slave. I just want to ask you for forgiving my father this time.
I can see you are a dutiful daughter. I will give him a chance. But there is a lot of work on Asgard Mount, and they're really heavy. Can you make it?
Yes, I will try my best to atone for my father's sins. Odin agreed to bring Skadi to Asgard. From that moment, a hard and difficult journey was opened up before the little princess. Skadi followed Odin to the top of Asgard and started her works. She had to work over from dusk till dawn, even the hardest work. Moreover, some of the goddesses also whispered to gossip about her. Once, she was carrying the water jar. Suddenly, a goddess tripped her. She lost her balance and fell forward. Luckily, Nord, the god of wind and sea, timely catched her. He held Skadi on his lap. They looked at each other passionately. Skadi was astonished for the while, then shyly pushed him out. Thank you! Working for a long time, Skadi really missed her home. My great Odin, I've been away for so long. My father is weak and old. Could you please have mercy on me and allow me to visit home?
Yes, but you can leave for just one day.
Thank you so much. I promise to come back here on time. After coming back and making sure that her father and the people were all safe, Skadi quickly went back to the foot of the Asgard for Heimdall to bring her back and continue her work. On the way, while crossing a forest, she accidentally heard a group of giants discussing about the plan of attacking Asgard. Skadi hid and waited for the giants to leave. Then she ran fast to the foot of the mountain. After reaching the top, Skadi immediately told Odin about what she had seen. Thanks to Skadi's warning, Odin could set up everything to prepare and quickly defeated the giants.
Skadi, thank you so much. Your information saved Asgard from a great danger. To thank you, I want to grant you a love affair. By the way, there are so many gods of Asgard who are still single. Just choose a guy who makes you feel that he will bring you happiness. If you are still confused, I have a good way for you to do it.
Odin came up with a plan. He hid Skadi along with other two goddesses. Only their hands were revealed. The gods who willingly chose the hand of Skadi would become her husband. Nord voluntarily took the first turn, and he was able to choose Skadi's hand. From that moment, they became spouses. Skadi didn't have to work hard anymore. She moved to the palace of the god of wind and the sea, enjoyed a happy life. However, she still felt guilty because she had just met Nord for a short time. She didn't really love him. Nord also realized that, so he treated her more gently. His gentle manliness gradually made her love him. Nord, winter came. The snow outside became thicker. I used to love skiing while I was with my father before. Do you like to go skiing with me?
Of course. Let's go.
They happily skied together and shared joyful moments. But they didn't know that, from the faraway island, the giants were really bitter for losing the fight. They discussed to go on the island to knock out the little guarding god, rescue the giant wolf Fenrir to make a plan for coming back to attack the gods. At that time, Skadi and Nord were so happy together. Nord even took a gilded bow to give Skadi.
Skadi, this is a magical bow, a treasure of my mother. She told me that I could only give it to the one I love the most. And it's you. From now on, this bow will always be by your side to protect you, like me.
Sadly, their happiness didn't last for so long. Then the giants were back. This time they brought a massive army, and also the ferocious giant wolf Fenrir. Because the surprising attack, the god could prepare nothing. They just went out with their pure nature and power to fight against the giants and the wolf.
Skadi, I have to go now. Asgard is in danger. Remember to stay here. You're not allowed to go anywhere.
No! I cannot let you go alone! Let me go with you!
Come on, listen to me. My happiest thing is your safety.
Right after that, Nord went out to fight. Skadi was so worried that she followed her husband. The fight was really fierce. Both sides reserved the balance. Nord bravely went forward in the fight with the giant wolf and gradually got exhausted. Taking the chance, the wolf knocked him out far away, then moved forward to swallow the god. Right at that moment, Skadi appeared. She used a black wooden bar from the roadside to slide fast on the snow to the wolf and threw a spear to it. However, the spear was too small to make it feel any pain. It smirked and came closer to Nord. Skadi was so panicked that she rushed there to hug her husband so tight to cover him. Suddenly, a light appeared and knocked the wolf out. The bow slowly flew up and floated before her eyes. Skadi immediately realized that the bow could defeat the wolf, so she held it tight and shot at the wolf, making it collapse. Then Nord controlled water and locked the wolf inside a globe. After defeating the giants, the gods also came there to help them. They imprisoned the wolf and the giants with high security, not allowing them to escape anymore.
Nord, I know it's too late, but I still have to say I love you. I want to be with you for the rest of my life.
I've been waiting for this for so long. I also love you with all my heart, my beautiful Skadi.
My brave Skadi, you saved Asgard once again. To return the favor, I granted you the title of Hunting and Winter Goddess with immortality. From now on, you and Njord can live happily together forever.
Skadi and Nord looked at each other happily. They hugged so tight and shared a true love kiss. From that moment, they lived happily together forever after.
Once upon a time, a great battle erupted between demons and angels. The demons, possessing darkness within, were powerful and dominated the war for many years. But when the Archangel united all the angelic tribes, they finally achieved victory and nearly wiped out the entire demon race. Almost, but not entirely. This is the story of Vera, the princess of the underworld demon kingdom.
Little demon, in the end, you're just a child.
Although Vera was a demon, she was still a child without any malicious intent. The Archangel decided to adopt her, despite the objections of other angels. And so, Vera grew up in the love and care of the Archangel and his son, Prince Daniel.
If darkness possesses one's heart, anyone can become a demon. If enough goodness is present, anyone can become an angel. If you subscribe to the WOA Fairy Tales channel, we will reach 1 million. Huh? Did you write something inappropriate in the book, Vera?
Despite the attention from the prince and the Archangel, Vera was still bullied by others. After all, the angels couldn't empathize with her no matter what. Being a demon, Vera always had darkness within her. When her emotions were hurt, the darkness would often manifest, especially when she was teased by the angels. Vera started to feel insecure. She despised her demonic heritage, which made her different and ostracized. As she grew older, Vera developed feelings for Prince Daniel, one of the few people who treated her kindly. Of course, Vera concealed her emotions out of self-consciousness and also because...
Stay away from him, you demon! How dare a demon like you linger here? Perhaps I was destined to be a demon from the start!
Things took a turn for the worse when Daniel announced his engagement to Lucifer, the princess of another angelic tribe. Daniel's closeness with Vera faded, partly due to his responsibility to the heavenly realm after his father's passing, and partly because... What is my future husband doing? Stay away from him, or... It's best for a demon like you to stay in the underworld. Lucifer wasn't entirely wrong. A demon like Vera couldn't possibly aspire to be with Daniel. Though her heart was shattered, Vera managed to restrain her outbursts of darkness despite the pain.
Why stay here when the one I love no longer loves me?
Vera decided to return to the underworld to live alone. A demon like her didn't belong in heaven anymore, and she had no reason to stay here. Little did Vera know that some of her kind had not been completely eradicated. There were still a few surviving demons hiding, evading the pursuit of the angels.
Is that the demon princess? I can't believe it! I thought...
It's the royal blood! We're finally saved after all these years.
Vera had never been happier. Surrounding her were eyes filled with admiration, rather than disdain or pity, as in heaven. Soon, Vera was influenced by the mischievous demons. They whispered that the angels treated her poorly and were not as virtuous as they seemed. Vera had to embrace the pride of a demon. Jealousy and spiteful words made it impossible for Vera to suppress her darkness any longer. She decided to lead the demons in an attack on heaven. However, the moment Vera and the demons set foot in heaven, a battalion of angelic warriors led by Lucifer appeared, as if they were already aware of the impending attack. I knew it. A demon will always be a demon. I was right to warn Daniel about you. It turned out that Vera, along with the demons, were thrown into the dungeon, waiting for the day of judgment.
Vera!
Prince Daniel?
I'm disappointed in you. I always thought you could suppress the demonic blood within you. I never expected. Tomorrow is the wedding, and so much has happened. I pleaded for your life, but the demons...
Vera now regrets her actions, but it is too late. I plan to leave. Why did I come back? It's all my fault. I betrayed your trust. Vera's dark nature has diminished significantly due to her remorse and love for Daniel. She decides to flee far away to avoid causing further trouble for the prince. It's not difficult for Vera to escape. She knows the pathways of the heavenly realm since she was young. However, Vera still wants to see her beloved one last time. For that reason, she decides to disguise herself and infiltrate the prince's wedding.
Princess Lucifer, enter the wedding procession.
Huh? Wow, what a beautiful bride!
They make such a perfect couple.
Only she is worthy of the prince. Time has come for Vera to leave. She can't bear to see her loved one hand in hand with someone else. Just catching a glimpse of Daniel erases any regrets she may have.
Is there anyone who objects to this marriage?
I object!
Huh? Why are these intruders causing chaos now? It turns out that the attackers of the wedding are the demons themselves.
Lucifer, how dare you deceive us?
Lucifer had always wanted to claim Daniel only for herself. In fact, Daniel held feelings for Vera, which prompted Lucifer to hatch a wicked plan. Knowing about the surviving demons, Lucifer cunningly plotted to manipulate Vera into attacking heaven, causing Daniel to despise Vera.
Lucifer, you promised to convince the angels not to pursue us, and now you abandon us to be judged. You monster, you demon!
So it's true, Lucifer. I married you because you promised to remove the darkness from Vera, to help her no longer be a demon. So, you deceived me?
It was all part of Lucifer's plan from the beginning. She wanted to possess Daniel's love, and further, to use him to rule over all angelic tribes. Enraged by being exposed, Lucifer's inherent wickedness blended with her emotions, transforming her into a full-fledged demon.
Stop, Lucifer. You are an angel. There's still time to turn back.
I don't need to be an angel. In that moment of heartless harm towards her beloved, the darkness of the demonic nature took hold of Lucifer completely.
Oh heavens, it can't be...
Lucifer's extreme cruelty allowed the evil within her to consume her, transforming her into a demon. A fallen angel of tremendous strength, Lucifer possessed both the power of an angel and a demon, making her unbeatable. I will deal with all of you. I have nothing left to lose. No more angels or demons. No, you won't! Oh, wow. Look who it is. Vera couldn't stay idle any longer. She decided to reveal her true identity. As the princess of the demon realm, Vera was inherently strong, even capable of matching Lucifer's power. A fierce battle ensued, with magical spells flying in all directions, endangering the angels and demons nearby. Vera couldn't ignore the situation. Regardless of everything, Daniel and the Archangel always taught her to become a good person. However, just as Vera was distracted, Lucifa managed to strike her, significantly weakening her. Vera's magic spells grew weaker, and Lucifa easily evaded them. In the end, Vera was finally defeated by Lucifa's cunning and dirty tricks. Do whatever you want, you demon! It's not that simple, little demon! Lucifa was not satisfied yet. She wanted Vera to witness her harming Prince Daniel, to make Vera suffer and torment her. Vera couldn't bear to see her beloved being harmed. Knowing that Lucifa would defend against her attacks, Vera knew she had to get close. Vera embraced the fallen angel, pouring all her remaining strength into casting the most powerful spell. And she defeated Lucifa. But Vera herself was too close to the magical explosion.
Vera, why would you do that? My goodness!
Prince, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't been selfish, things wouldn't have turned out like this.
No, it's my fault. If I hadn't been indifferent, if I hadn't doubted, please, Vera, don't leave me.
Though Prince Daniel expressed remorse, it was too late. But perhaps Daniel had forgotten the story his father once told him.
If darkness possesses one's heart, anyone can become a demon. If enough goodness is present, anyone can become an angel.
Vera, now, you are an angel, free from persecution. Stay in heaven with me.
No, I cannot. You mean well, but I will forever be a demon. That's who I am. But I cannot stay with you if you keep wanting me to abandon my true self. And I must lead my kind. I cannot let them fall into despair again. Prince Daniel couldn't deny Vera's wish. He also convinced the angelic tribes to reconcile with the demons. After all, it was Vera, the princess of the demon realm, who sacrificed herself to save both races. Under the leadership of Queen Vera, demons no longer committed acts of wickedness. More intriguingly, from time to time, one could witness the Queen of the Demons and the Archangel meeting each other as true kindred spirits.
Look, what's happening over there? The little Red Riding Hood was talking to the Sleeping Beauty in the forest. Why were they together? Follow the WOA Fairy Tales and figure it out with today's story. Once upon a time, there was a lovely girl who often wore a red hood made by her grandmother. She was often called Little Red Riding Hood. One day, after returning from her grandmother's house, she wandered the forest near the Red Flower Kingdom. She suddenly came across a unique, fragrant, singing girl with golden, flowing hair. It was the first time Little Red Riding Hood felt a fondness for someone she had just met, and she decided to approach her.
Wow, what a beautiful voice! Hello, why are you here in the forest? Oh, hello. I'm Aurora, and my godmother is Maleficent, the fairy who rules this forest.
They chatted and shared stories, talking about things they may not have known about each other.
This Red Hood, you're the Little Red Riding Hood, right? I'm not just Little Red Riding Hood. I'm the famous detective Little Red Riding Hood.
She was called this because of her excellent logical reasoning and remarkable observation skills. She could quickly solve any mysterious problem. Earlier, Detective Little Red Riding Hood had even uncovered and rescued her grandmother from the cunning wolf.
Earlier you mentioned that your godmother is Maleficent, the wicked fairy from the legends. Is that true?
Aurora knew that Maleficent was misunderstood by people, but she wasn't angry. She calmly explained to Little Red Riding Hood. When the Princess of the Red Flower Kingdom reached first month, the king invited everyone in the kingdom to celebrate, except Maleficent. This made Maleficent angry, and she placed a curse on the little princess.
At the age of 16, the princess will prick her finger on a spinning wheel and fall into an eternal sleep.
However, the innocent and beautiful Aurora had touched Maleficent's heart. Maleficent had always watched over Aurora's growth and had protected her from many dangers. Therefore, Aurora knew that Maleficent was actually kind, warm-hearted, and believed that she would try to break the curse for her. Little Red Riding Hood found it hard to believe that story. Suddenly, the wolf from earlier appeared from behind, growling and rushing towards Little Red Riding Hood to take revenge. And then Maleficent appeared and defeated the evil wolf, making it permanently unable to return. Afterwards, she safely took Little Red Riding Hood home.
Thank you both very much. Goodbye, Aurora. See you soon. See you again, Detective Little Red Riding Hood.
At that moment, Little Red Riding Hood understood that Maleficent's love for Aurora was sincere.
I hope your curse will be lifted, Aurora.
Life went on peacefully, until one day, Little Red Riding Hood received an anonymous letter with a seal marked Boss.
Who sent this to me? Come to the Red Flower Kingdom Castle and investigate the mysterious disappearances of several girls.
The mysterious letter piqued her curiosity and determination to uncover the truth. She set off for the Red Flower Kingdom. On her way, a lady accidentally bumped into her and fell. Little Red Riding Hood quickly helped the lady up, brushed the dirt off her dress and the strange black roses.
Are you okay? Take it slow, otherwise the scent of the roses on you will be gone. Thank you, girl. I am Misty, the best perfume maker in this kingdom, so my rose scent doesn't easily disappear like that.
Little Red Riding Hood admired Misty and bid her fare well before continuing her journey to the Red Flower Kingdom. After a long journey, she finally arrived at the Red Flower Kingdom's castle. She went observe to gather information.
The curse on Princess Aurora has been lifted. As per the engagement, she is soon to be married to Prince Philip, the most handsome in the region.
Aurora's curse has been lifted? Fantastic! I heard that the curse had been lifted by Maleficent. Hard to believe, right? Maleficent does good deeds.
Even more unbelievable is that recently, many girls have gone missing. I'm getting really worried.
Indeed. The disappearance of the girls made people in the kingdom more agitated than ever. Even the royal detective team had been dispatched to gather evidence and investigate. Little Red Riding Hood left and went to the castle to meet Princess Aurora.
I am Detective Little Red Riding Hood, here to meet Princess Aurora.
Upon receiving the news of Little Red Riding Hood's arrival, Aurora quickly came to welcome her and invited her to join a small feast. The king wanted to celebrate his daughter's awakening, but the recent disappearances of the girls still worried the people. Therefore, the king decided to hold only a small intimate feast for Aurora. The cozy feast had not been going on for long when a series of people began to protest against the king.
Princess Aurora is the one responsible for the disappearance of the girls.
Her accusation was met with support from those around her. They claimed that the last place the girls were seen was always marked by fresh red roses. And someone could even smell the scent of roses linger.
In this kingdom, the only place with red roses is Aurora's garden. Moreover, this has been happening since the princess woke up. Right, the princess knew Maleficent. She had become evil like Maleficent for sure.
Little Red Riding Hood witnessed Aurora being unfairly accused and stood up to defend her.
What nonsense is this? If my garden is the only place with red roses in the entire kingdom, I would never leave such obvious evidence.
Little Red Riding Hood's strong argument left everyone speechless.
Your Majesty, I am the famous detective Little Red Riding Hood. Let me solve this mystery. Father, Little Red Riding Hood is my friend. Please allow us to find out the truth and rescue the missing girls.
The king agreed to let his daughter have a chance to clear her name. The people had no other clues, so they reluctantly agreed to wait for the results from the two girls. It's also evening, so Aurora arranged a room for Little Red Riding Hood to rest. Detective Little Red Riding Hood carefully gathered all the evidence in the room, hoping to discover any additional clues. The two examined each rose carefully, but found nothing unusual. A long day had left the two girls tired. Aurora wished Little Red Riding Hood a good night's sleep and went to her own room. However, mysterious cries echoed in her room throughout the night.
Help! Help me! This rose perfume!
Little Red Riding Hood woke up, exhausted, and thinking about the mysterious cries from the previous night. She went to find Aurora, who was also troubled.
Little Red Riding Hood, why do you look so tired? I couldn't sleep because of the strange cries for help and the mentions of roses and perfume. It's so mysterious. What's bothering you? Actually, at the feast yesterday, I invited Maleficent, but she didn't show up and now I'm concerned.
We found a strange room hidden in the forest that contains various perfumes.
This new information sparked an idea in Little Red Riding Hood's mind, and she shared it with Aurora.
Spread the word that we have found the hideout of the culprit, and tonight the princess will go there to capture him.
The detective swiftly relayed the message, and soon everyone in the kingdom knew the night came, and Aurora followed the instructions to reach the mysterious house. Inside, the air was filled with the scent of roses and various perfume ingredients, as well as many red roses. But strangely, among the red roses was a single black rose that caught Aurora's attention. Aurora held the black rose and examined it closely, and she heard the familiar voice of Maleficent.
Aurora, can you hear me? Return to my forest and find the black chest containing the curse-breaking potion.
Aurora was still in shock, realizing that the black rose was Maleficent when she was sprayed with rose perfume and transformed into a brilliant red rose. Detective Little Red Riding Hood observed the situation, then swiftly rushed in to attack and apprehend the culprit. Turned out that was Misty, the perfume maker.
So it's you, Misty! Why did you do this? Where is Aurora?
Misty, consumed by jealousy over Aurora's upcoming marriage to Prince Philip, had hatched a plan to transform all the girls, including Aurora, into roses using a magical perfume. She would then extract the essence of these roses to make herself more beautiful, fragrant, and win Prince Philip's heart. Maleficent discovered that Misty was behind the mass disappearances of the girls. However, in a moment of carelessness, Maleficent had been turned into a black rose by Misty.
Little Red Riding Hood, go to Maleficent's forest and ask the woodland creatures to lead you to the black chest containing the curse-breaking potion.
Little Red Riding Hood recognized Aurora's voice coming from the rose. She quickly picked it and ran away. In the forest, Little Red Riding Hood quickly found the instructions from the creatures.
Please show me the way to the black chest.
The creatures promptly led her to the location of the chest. However, the chest was locked with a numeric code. Little Red Riding Hood contemplated the situation, thinking about the mysterious letter she had received.
Could it be that the letter was sent by Maleficent? If so, then the word BOSS could be a code. What about the numbers 8055? 8055. It's worth a try.
She decided to give it a try, entered the code, and to her surprise, the chest opened, revealing the vial containing the curse-breaking potion.
The owner of this chest is truly clever.
She quickly took the potion and made her way back to save Aurora and restore Maleficent to her original form. The case was resolved, and the missing girls were safely returned home. Everyone now believed in Aurora's innocence and recognized that Maleficent was not the wicked fairy she had been thought to be. Detective Little Red Riding Hood was delighted to have helped her friend and successfully solved yet another case.
Have you ever felt melancholy because you had to live the life of a supporting character? Always standing in the shadow of others' brilliance.
Hurry up, Bloom! Can't you even scatter flowers properly? Bloom, come down here!
Ordinary looks, poor talents, and an unremarkable background. Only when making a mistake might one be noticed, but that's about it. That girl was Bloom, just an ordinary person. Whether Bloom was present or not, no one seemed to notice. When given some responsibility, Bloom was always the last choice.
Again? Why are you always so slow, Bloom?
You see, it's because of me that we almost got penalized again.
As it turned out, because she had saved a little rabbit, despite the danger, Bloom arrived late and was scolded by the leader.
Even my parents think I'm a troublemaker. I just want to be a kind person. Why is it so hard?
And so, even after recovering from her illness, the little rabbit remained and became Bloom's pet Kiko. However, on a stormy, rainy night, Kiko suddenly disappeared. What happened? Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to find out. Despite the dangerous storm, Bloom rushed everywhere to find her little rabbit. Upon awakening, Bloom was startled to find 4 different versions of herself around her.
Who are you? Can't you see? I'm radiating such dazzling brilliance. I'm Sunbloom, the fairy who controls the power of light. Come on, Sun, don't frighten Bloom. I'm Flora Bloom, the fairy who controls nature. Are you feeling better now? I'm Musical Bloom, the fairy of music. Welcome to the group. Ice, hey. She's not much of a talker. Ice controls the coolest power of ice!
Through the explanation from trustworthy Flora, Bloom learned that they were connected through various parallel worlds. There were other Blooms, connections of Bloom. And in essence, everything similar in the remaining parallel worlds. The difference lay in the central subject's attributes and personality. They were Bloom, yet not quite herself. Bloom was excited about the story the girls told.
I never thought I would become such fantastic and exceptional versions. Everything serves the purpose of uniting the 5 elemental powers to fight the Terminator. Wait, she hasn't transformed yet. What?
Unlike the other versions, Bloom was just a regular girl. Her elemental power, her strengths. She didn't know any of it. Before the girls could console her, the danger alert system blared loudly. So, unprepared as she was, Bloom was still pulled into her first mission. Different personalities aside, when the battle began, the girls were united and coordinated effectively. They swiftly defeated most of the dark creatures. Only Bloom felt superfluous, clumsy and unable to contribute. She also wanted to help her friends, to prove she wasn't worthless. While the other fairies fought, Bloom ran tirelessly, unafraid of danger, to assist the creatures. It was then that she unintentionally locked eyes with a small demon, capable of stealing souls. In an instant, Bloom lost her rationality and no longer acted like herself. Upon waking from the illusion, Bloom found herself in a dire situation.
Huh? What's going on? Still asking? You did something good but don't remember?
At that time, the demon had used Bloom's soul to undermine the efforts of the remaining fairies. Flora even risked her safety to awaken Bloom. Though a mere accident, it ignited a flame of discord among the girls. Bloom returned to the base and withdrew herself from others. Despite the fairies' efforts to advise her, Bloom refused to join them.
That's enough. It's up to the leader now.
The leader informed them that all parallel worlds followed the same story. In that story, the magical fairies would lose their families and then grow strong together to fight the Terminator lurking behind it all.
So is it because Bloom's family hasn't suffered a tragedy that her firepower hasn't ignited?
Exactly. Without her suffering, she wouldn't attain the highest firepower. I will personally enact Plan B.
But doing so will only make her resent the organization.
Don't worry. I will seize the opportunity to merge all the powers, not giving Bloom a chance to do anything. Watch over her carefully. Wait for my signal. The leader and his creatures were to destroy Bloom's world to align with the plot. Want to rebel, do you?
We can't agree with you. If we commit deeds as wicked as the Terminators in the name of protecting the common world, how are we different from him?
Against the fairies' resistance, the leader didn't falter. He immediately imprisoned them all.
Do you all think I need you? Ha ha ha!
The leader had planned that if the common storyline unfolded and Bloom obediently joined the group, he could manipulate them to take over the world, all under the facade of benevolence. With things in such chaos, he had to reveal his hand and openly seize all their powers. The wicked leader never anticipated that, in the critical moment, a brave, fiery, mythical beast would appear.
Kiko?
It was another version of Kiko, Bloom's pet. More surprisingly, he was also the son of the dragon god, the leader's creature. When he went missing before, it was Bloom who saved his lost magic. Through Bloom's kindness and bravery, she prevented her world from falling into disaster.
Defy me, huh? Fine, don't blame me for punishing you all.
While the fire dragon resisted the leader, defending his family, the fairies fought with all their might to combine their powers, even without their magic bracelets.
Bloom, we need you! No, I can't. I'm powerless. Last time I caused too much trouble. Stop being self-doubt. Bloom, you do have power, and it might be the strongest of all. It's kindness and courage. People often overlook it, thinking it's ordinary. But when faced with evil or hardship, everyone will stand up to help. All our worlds feature the same story of meeting a magical creature, yet no one dares to help. Alright, you're the hero, totally worthy of being the Fairy of Fire Magic.
With those words of encouragement, Bloom gained the confidence to accept the support of the fiery mythical beast, activating her energy. Together, they created a magical flower, defeating the leader. From then on, the group of 5 magical fairies became close friends, continuing their mission to protect the common world, no matter the disparity in their abilities or personalities.
Today's story concludes. Thank you for your support. Each view is a tremendous encouragement for us to create more interesting new stories. Don't forget to subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to help us reach 1 million subscribers soon. Now, share with WOA Fairy Tales your emotions after watching today's story. See you in the upcoming episode! Oh, this statue is too scary, Arlen. It's really ugly.
That is the beauty of sculptural art, Cynthia. Whether it's an object or a person, each has its own beauty. Do you all think the same? If so, remember to follow the WOA Fairy Tales channel.
What are you saying, Arlen? I'll go outside to rest for a while. Call me when you finish.
The young man Arlen aspired to become a great sculptor, continuing his journey to learn everything about sculpture. After a while of concentration, he noticed the mysterious girl next to him was also carefully observing the Medusa statue. Arlen continued to participate in the exhibition until it closed, but he still saw the mysterious girl in front of the Medusa statue. Hello, let's go. It's time to leave. It's about to close. At that moment, the mysterious girl turned around to reveal a beautiful face with snake scales on it, exactly like the Medusa statue next to her. Arlen was startled, but before he could come down, the girl had left. Since that day, Arlen was constantly hunted and desired to meet that mysterious girl again. He continuously visited the exhibition until the last day, but still did not meet the girl.
Magritte, you came to pick up the statue?
Arlen heard the name Magritte and remembered that she was the owner of the Medusa head statue. He turned back to see the familiar cloak passing by. Magritte! Arlen joyfully chased after Magritte, who turned around just as a strong wind blew, making her cloak fall off and her hair flutter in the wind. Once again, Arlen was shocked by the resemblance between Magritte and the Medusa statue she held in her hands. Faced with Magritte's beauty, Arlen fell into a deep and passionate love for her and quickly moved forward to help Magritte. Magritte was a bit surprised. However, with Arlen's enthusiasm, she said nothing and silently walked ahead, guiding him. As the two walked, they were blocked by a group of men.
Magritte,
Don't even think about running away.
Arlen, not understanding what was happening, saw the men rushing towards Margaret. So, he rushed forward to protect her and was beaten unconscious. When Arlen woke up, he found himself in a strange room full of statues, and Margaret was right beside him. The room contained paintings of both of them intimately, making Arlen even more astonished. What's happening? Margaret, did we just get surrounded by those men after the exhibition, right?
Arlen, that happened a long time ago. Did you just wake up from a dream?
Once Arlen calmed down, he remembered the past, and they had escaped the gang after the exhibition, continuing to develop their beautiful relationship. Although Margaret was a stunning beauty to Arlen, people kept away from her because of the snake scales, making her look different. So, Margaret lived a secluded life, avoiding contact with others. Up until that moment, she had lived alone and self-sufficiently with the money she earned from the sculptures her mother left. The sculptures left by Margaret's mother were incredibly sharp, making Arlen eager to study the models and providing a reason to visit the beautiful Margaret. Therefore, Arlen often went to Margaret's house to practice diligently, quickly progressing in each line, creating many lovely artworks. He even had a piece display that many people admired. The reputation of the young and talented sculptor Arlen became more widely known. In those moments, Margaret could only silently support Arlen. Arlen wanted her to be comfortable like a normal person, so he decided to seek out his witch friend Cynthia. Cynthia, please help the one I love. Her face has these snake scales. Do you have any way to make them disappear? Cynthia had secretly liked Arlen for a long time, so she felt annoyed and jealous when she found out he had a girlfriend.
Fine, Arlen, but be careful. I heard that the descendants of Medusa are hiding after Medusa's head was chopped off. Who knows? Margaret might be the descendant of Medusa.
Don't talk nonsense. Call me when you finish making the potion. Cynthia quickly prepared the potion and gave it to Arlen. Overjoyed, he quickly returned to find Margaret everywhere, but couldn't find her. At that moment, Arlen heard a loud scream outside and rushed to see. Arlen quickly ran out and saw that Cynthia had followed him and discovered a secret underground chamber. Both went down and saw many statues of terrified people. What shocked Arlen was that the men who had attacked him and Margaret the day before were also there.
These statues are too realistic, like people were turned into stone.
What are you two doing?
It's you! You are the descendant of Medusa!
Faced with Cynthia's proclamation, Arlen expected that Margaret would object, but she stood there as if she had just been discovered with a horrible secret. It turned out that Margaret was indeed the daughter with the bloodline of Medusa. The statues below were the victims she had turned to stone. The revealed truth made Arlen angry, feeling deceived, so he left. Margaret tried to stop him, but because she couldn't control her emotions, a part of Arlen's hand turned to stone. Cynthia cunningly quickly threw a poisonous concoction she had prepared onto Margaret, turning her hair into terrifying stone snakes. This monstrous form of Margaret horrified Arlen, causing him to run away and leave his beloved one desperate in the dark chamber. Margaret, rejected by her loved one and becoming ugly, no longer cared about everything around her. But Cynthia did not let her alone. She spread the news everywhere that Margaret was the descendant of Medusa, causing the villagers to be frightened and worried, attacking Margaret's residence every day. Arlen, witnessing the angry crowd, still felt pity for his beloved, so he stood up to stop everyone. But beyond expectations, the villagers attacked Arlen as well.
Arlen is protecting Medusa's daughter. His artworks are undoubtedly created by that descendant who turned him into stone.
Seeing Arlen being tortured, Margaret also felt heartbroken and ran out, using her terrifying appearance to threaten the villagers.
Monster! You made Arlen unable to sculpt, and now you've caused trouble for him. Everyone, don't be afraid. She can only turn others into stone by touching them.
Hearing this, the villagers continued to attack Margaret, not giving her a way to retreat. But once again, Arlen appeared to protect her, pushing back and preventing people from approaching her. Alone, Arlen couldn't stop the angry crowd, making him unable to resist any longer. The pain of Arlen reached its peak, escalating Margaret's anger. She controlled the stone snakes to pull people away from Arlen. Only when Arlen was rescued did Margaret realize that she had caused a great tragedy. Everyone she touched had turned into stone.
Margaret, your sins are too serious. Now, to save everyone, sacrifice yourself so I can use your blood to create a potion to rescue everyone, including Arlen.
In desperation, Margaret chose this method, hoping to save Arlen.
Goodbye, Arlen. I hope you recover quickly.
The moment Margaret bid farewell to Arlen witnessed everything. However, Margaret did not pass away. She lay motionless, seeing Cynthia stand up and laugh maliciously. As it turned out, she didn't need to sacrifice her life. The venom from the snakes on her head was enough. Taking advantage of Cynthia's neglect, Margaret, in anger, tried to grab her and with her last strength, turned her into a stone statue. Arlen quickly caught Margaret, receiving the vial of venom that Cynthia had just taken.
Arlen, use my venom to save everyone. Thank you for everything.
Margaret, please wake up! After that, Arlen sought out Cynthia's master to have him prepare an antidote for the curse. All the statues returned to normal, except for Cynthia, who was punished by her master for her wickedness. The story of Margaret's sacrifice spread, dispelling the rumors about her and Arlen. Then, Arlen could live a normal life again, but it felt emptier without Margaret.
What if a beautiful girl is cursed and turned into a monster? Subscribe to the WOA Fairy Tales channel to find out the result. Once upon a time, in a kingdom nestled beside a forest, there was a beautiful princess named Jude. Her hair flowed gracefully like the Milky Way, and her eyes sparkled like stars.
Oh, greetings, beautiful princess.
The princess will surely become the most beautiful woman in the future.
Jude was dearly loved by her king father, granting her the freedom to explore the world. During one of her wanderings in the forest... Jude cried out, trying to use everything around her to escape the trap.
What should I do? Is there anyone who can save me? Stay away from me, you terrifying demon!
The demon used some recently learned magic to free Jude from the trap. Jude learned that the little demon's name was Oak, and he lived in this forest. I'm delighted to make friends with you.
You have no friends here. Lowly demons can never belong in the same world as humans. Understand?
As time passed, Jude grew up to become a graceful and beautiful princess.
This beauty of mine must be reserved for someone worthy.
Jude rejected all marriage proposals, setting her heart on Prince Zatal of the neighboring kingdom. She hadn't met Zatal yet, but everyone spoke highly of him, saying he was both wise and kind-hearted. Jude's admiration for Zatal reached his ears.
Prepare the betrothal gifts. I shall propose to her.
As predicted, Jude gladly accepted Zatal's proposal. After the engagement, the two kingdoms hurriedly prepared for the wedding, and the citizens were ecstatic about the union of the talented and beautiful couple.
This is the engagement necklace. I want to give it to you.
Put it on me quickly, Zatal!
As soon as Jude wore the necklace, she immediately struggled and transformed into a monster before everyone's eyes.
Huh? She's the creature cursed to transform and destroy the kingdom. The king was complicit in her actions.
Wicked demon, let's get rid of it!
Get out of here!
Terrified, Jude tried to remove the necklace from the goblet. At that moment, the demon lord appeared, dispersing the citizens and taking Jude away. The demon lord carried Jude deep into the forest, away from lurking dangers.
Who are you? Why did you save me?
The demon lord smiled and recalled their past, when they were both children and he had rescued her from a trap.
You're Oak, aren't you?
Back in Jude's kingdom, when her father was driven away, Zatal seized the opportunity to become king, uniting the two kingdoms.
Thank you for helping us defeat the monster.
But ever since Zatal's reign, the people's lives were never happy. He imposed strict laws, preventing the citizens from trading with others outside the kingdom, and the food supplies were rationed, causing hunger and sickness. Seeing this, Jude felt deeply distressed.
I want to return and punish that wicked Zatal, but with this appearance, I even find myself repulsive. How can the people accept me?
Seek the forest's wizard.
Why do you keep following me? Just go away.
The forest wizard, my magic teacher, will help you break the curse.
Take me there.
So Oak led Jude to the dwelling of the forest wizard. The difficulties they faced on their journey made them understand each other better. Finally, Oak and Jude arrived at the cave of the forest wizard.
You want to break the curse, don't you? How do you know?
Once the necklace is worn, it cannot be taken off. The only way is to use the blood of someone who truly loves you to unlock it.
Hearing the wizard's words, Jude fell into despair. You will find that person for sure.
With this hideous appearance, who would dare to love me?
As she grieved, Oak presented a small chest before her. Inside the box was a precious hairpin, a gift from her late mother, cherished by Jude for a long time.
I've been searching for it for so long. Why did you?
I found it when you discarded it and kept it until now.
It clearly fell here. Thank you for taking care of it so carefully.
Looking at the battered hairpin, Jude realized that appearances did not determine one's true nature. And Oak, the demon lord she had always looked down upon, turned out to be reliable, kind-hearted, and far better than those handsome and scheming individuals.
Oak, help me reclaim the kingdom.
Under the cover of night, Jude sneaked into the kingdom. Jude transformed into a monstrous figure, frightening the soldiers.
The demon is back!
Quickly defeat her!
Painful memories from the past resurfaced, leaving her paralyzed. Everyone calm down! Jude has returned to help you escape Zatal's tyranny! Didn't life become even more miserable after Zatal took the throne?
We want freedom! Let us help!
Jude was overjoyed as she directed the citizens to attack from the outside, while she and Oak infiltrated the castle to confront Zatal. As Jude and Oak entered the hall, Zatal unexpectedly launched a deadly attack. She was not accustomed to fighting. Jude, despite her monstrous form, quickly found herself at a disadvantage. Zatal took the chance to strike a fatal blow, but unexpectedly, Oak shielded her with his own body.
No! Oak!
Jude suddenly felt her body changing, her horns and claws disappearing. She had returned to her normal human form. The curse was officially broken.
Let me go! Let me go!
Oak! Wake up! Oak! I love you! You've become an integral part of my life. I cannot go on without you.
Calm down. It's just a surface wound. How can a demon lord like me be defeated?
You? You heard everything?
You're making too much noise. Yes, I heard it all. The elated citizens cheered as they were finally free of Zatal's tyranny. They brought back the king and restored his reign. After Oak recovered, a grand wedding took place. The two exchanged a sweet kiss before the entire kingdom. The life source of all creatures on Earth, the deity Aquarius bore a grand responsibility, controlling two sacred urns, bestowing water upon the world. The pure white urn symbolized refreshing and bountiful rains, while the black urn represented drought, meant to be poured into parched lands overexploited. Though wielding limitless power, Aquarius always felt stifled under his mother's watchful eye. She yearned for a day of liberation to act upon her desires freely. Join WOA Fairy Tale to follow the chronicles of Aquarius. Beside Aquarius stood her younger sister named Natalie. Their mother favored Aquarius above all, leaving Natalie in the shadows. Everyone claimed Aquarius possessed greater talent, an innate aptitude for water magic, thus deserving the sole right to command the two urns. This brewed animosity between Aquarius and her sister. The celestial queen, Aquarius' mother, ever guided her in the delicate balance of ecosystems across the planets.
Be cautious, my child. Excessive water from the white urn will lead to calamitous floods, while overusing the black urn will result in relentless drought. I know, no need to reiterate.
Aquarius remained reserved and obstinate, convinced her mother only wished to suppress her might. One day, as the Celestial Queen attended a gathering among the celestial beings in the galaxy.
Today, you must not pour water onto Earth without my return. And at her most desperate moment, Ryan appeared.
Hey! You must wait for Mother to return! Leave, it's none of your concern. You're insane! Without Mother, you're powerless! I said go away!
The pleas for rain echoed throughout the Earth. Some places were inundated, necessitating the black urn for balance, while others suffered arid desolation, craving the white urn's mercy. Humans whose entreaties remained unanswered turned to worshipping deceptive spirits. Overwhelmed by the multitude of pleas, Aquarius grew panicked. In a moment of haste, she accidentally emptied both urns, creating a severe imbalance on Earth. Half the land's desiccated, succumbing to relentless drought, while the other half luckily remained fertile.
This time you've truly messed up!
This is too much. You are truly irresponsible.
Hand me the 2 urns.
The Celestial Queen enchanted the 2 urns, rendering them unusable for Aquarius until she proved her worth once more. Aquarius lost all her powers and was banished in disgrace. Upon awakening, she found herself on Earth. However, when attempting to summon rain, Aquarius found her white urn utterly dry.
How maddening! It's because my mother held back my powers, rather than letting me wield these urns freely. They forever rely on the gods.
Once revered, Aquarius now languished as a forsaken entity, falling into a path of transgressions. She became the sovereign of the celestial realm in the fertile land. Considering themselves superior and viewing the people in the arid land as slaves. But Aquarius paid no heed. Daily, she reveled in never-ending night feasts, carefree and thoughtless. One day, everything had changed.
Huh? Mom, I'm so hungry. Please, could you give me something to eat? Out of my way!
Their eyes locked, and an illusion emerged.
Here, eat and be gone.
The next day, she encountered the same boy.
Please help us. This boy is critically dehydrated. I led him to find water, but he collapsed midway, unconscious.
For reasons unknown, Aquarius could not forsake the boy. She strained her ears to listen to the sound of water flowing beneath the earth. Aquarius and Iris together dug into the soil, uncovering an underground spring and successfully rescuing the boy. Subsequently, they led her to meet the afflicted people due to drought.
Has it worsened to such an extent? Please help them too! They are blameless, yet they bear the burden of their own misdeeds. Very well, I shall aid them.
She investigated the link between the 2 desolate and fertile lands, realizing that creating an enormous canal could transfer water from the fertile to the arid. Aquarius, alongside Iris, rallied the villagers to collaborate. With each passing day, Aquarius grasped that happiness sprang from giving and diffusing love to others. After tireless exertions, Aquarius and the villagers succeeded in bringing water. However, all was obliterated in an instant.
Ah! Change back, you monstrous thing! Wait for me, Iris!
Although she lost all her power, Aquarius tirelessly endeavored to save the innocent people.
Be a good boy. It was you all along. Did you release this monster? I remember now. At home, I saw you nurturing this creature. You even fed it. You're heartless. When will you ever understand? Are you trying to harm these innocent people? Yes, you're the best, right? But look at you, who got exiled in the end. Why does Mother always trust you, love you more than me? What do you have that I don't? I only have one sister, you! Yet you left me to live in solitude, never offering solace. You're unworthy! I will replace you as the water bearer! Hand me the 2 urns now! Otherwise, my creature will annihilate everything!
Yet giving the urns to Natalie entailed Aquarius losing her status as a fairy forever, forever barred from returning home.
No way! Fine! It's your choice!
In her anxiety, Aquarius glanced at the faces of the innocent people and reminisced about her moments with Iris.
Stop! Spare them from suffering again! Fine, I accept!
The moment Aquarius sacrificed and handed over the 2 enchanted urns to Natalie was the moment she proved her transformation. Balance was restored to her, and Aquarius regained her power to control water.
Yes, you are the greatest! Why can't you ever understand, sister? Why are you still willing to harm these innocent people? I will never forgive you, Natalie. Fool!
Even her own sister, Aquarius couldn't comprehend.
That's enough. Both of you, go home now.
Aquarius wanted to bid Iris farewell one last time, but she couldn't find her anywhere. Returning home, the Celestial Queen banished Natalie. The girl didn't bother explaining anything.
Aquarius, my child, I have consulted with the gods in the galaxy, and it seems you are ready to become the official water bearer.
Wow!
Since then, Aquarius became a constellation in the universe and could live in the Zodiac region, actively performing her role as the water bearer of the world. People born under this constellation would possess wisdom, confidence, and strength. One day, while visiting Earth, Aquarius found Iris's lost necklace. When she wore it, she was shocked to find herself transformed into Iris. Now, everything became clear. Despite enduring countless injustices and favoritism, her sister had silently helped her all along. Even the monster wasn't released by Natalie, but had come to Earth by itself. All because of her sister's selfless giving, Aquarius found the greatest happiness. Perhaps it was time for her to apologize to her sister and make amends.
The night fell. The shimmering lights reflected on the surface of the pond created an atmosphere of mystery and beauty. For generations, the Swan tribe had mastered the art of ballet. No one could resist the graceful beauty and the pristine white wings of the swans as they danced in mesmerizing and flawless movements. Princess Chloe, the unique daughter of the king, was entrusted with the important task of inheriting the golden throne of the Swan tribe. To become the queen, Chloe had to defeat other talented candidates in the ballet competition right after her father's reign ended. Anyone could participate in the competition, but Chloe's royal family always won the first prize, never losing the throne to anyone else. Her father had high expectations for her, but unfortunately, Chloe was a playful, lazy, and often gave up easily. Subscribe to WOA Fairy Tales to follow the story. Since she was young, Chloe had heard about the extraordinary power of the Swan tribe. They had the ability to control magic when they danced, and the legendary dance of her family contained immense power. To achieve that, Chloe had to practice tirelessly every day, but the legendary dance was too difficult for her.
Get up. As a royal swan, you must become the most beautiful dancer in the tribe.
It's too hard. I don't want to practice anymore. Let me take a break and play. I'll practice later.
Chloe.
Chloe easily got discouraged, and whenever things became difficult, she would find ways to escape the practice and indulge in outside pleasures. Chloe's ballet teacher was her cousin Hudson. The king promised that if Chloe became queen, Hudson would be in charge of directing the Swan Tribe's nightly performances. However, as the competition approached, Chloe still couldn't perform the legendary dance.
I'm tired. I'll just dance without practicing. Stop it. No more practice.
Come on, Chloe. I've never seen anyone as lazy as you.
I'm so tired, Hudson. I wish someone could complete the competition for me, and I'll just become the queen.
Hudson was worried that if things continued like this, Chloe wouldn't be able to win the competition.
You're really out of mind. I have a plan. Bring a lot of money and come with me.
Wow, Hudson, you're truly the smartest.
Together, Hudson and Chloe sought out a malevolent witch who specialized in fulfilling dark desires for money.
In short, I want someone incredibly talented to dance for me. Solve it quickly, old hag.
Very well, lazy princess. This little item can help you with that. Pluck a feather and put it here. After a while, the liquid transformed into a replica of Chloe, looking exactly like her, but with dark-colored wings and attire.
Oh, it's truly magical!
Indeed! She looks just like you in every detail.
No, she's not. She has dark attire and wings.
What? Look again.
Listen, I've taken your confident and talented self and created Night Swan from it. Only you can see her dark colors. Through dark magic, in the eyes of everyone else, she still has the same pristine white feathers as you.
So that's how it is.
Now you can replace Night Swan in the competition. And when you're done, use the larva jar to absorb her back in. Chloe spent the whole night talking to Night Swan, sharing her life and the people around her. Night Swan listened and memorized everything, mimicking Chloe's every word. The next day, Chloe secretly observed Night Swan. Under her father's watchful eyes, Night Swan performed a dance full of enchantment and mystery. Chloe's father couldn't hide his admiration and gave her a round of applause, something Chloe had never received before.
You danced beautifully, Chloe. I'm very proud of you.
Not only did she please Chloe's father, but she also earned the admiration of the entire Swan tribe. She was truly a priceless treasure of the royal family, something Chloe could never achieve. Chloe felt joyful and happy. Even the lazy ones have their own ways to succeed, don't they? Chloe spent her days playing, while Night Swan stayed behind to train with Hudson for the exquisite legendary dance. On the day of the competition, Chloe hid in a secluded corner and eagerly watched Night Swan perform. Her dance was extraordinary, delicate as the morning dew and enchanting. Everyone erupted in a thunderous applause.
Let's welcome our new Swan Queen, Chloe.
Thank you. You did great. I don't need you anymore. You're not only lazy, but also foolish. Did you really think you could control me? What are you saying? Go back to your cocoon!
But nothing happened. It turned out Chloe had been deceived by the malevolent witch. Night Swan had become a separate entity with a desire to take over this life.
I am the one who deserves to be queen. Nobody needs someone as useless and harmful as you. Night Swan would destroy Chloe to become the sole entity. Give up, princess! Surrender your body to me! Never! Oh, looky! I'll catch that little one later. She was fortunate to survive such a powerful collision. She felt extremely scared of the dark magic and the consequences she had caused due to her laziness and selfishness. Hudson finally found her in her worst state.
Chloe, I found you! I've been searching for you!
Hudson, I didn't know what to do anymore.
Do you know? Night Swan has gained absolute power. Even your father can't stop her.
And I can't even be sure if Father will believe me. There's no one left to help me.
You are the only one who can save yourself. Stand up, Chloe.
Determination ignited within Chloe like a burning torch amidst the storm. This time, she would truly change. I understand. Keep teaching me to dance, Hudson. I want to defeat Night Swan and reclaim my life. The two siblings went to a cottage in the forest and practiced ballet day and night. Her usual laziness was replaced by a determined gaze that was unafraid of challenges. After 3 months of training, Chloe finally succeeded in performing the legendary dance and unlocking the extraordinary power of the swan. After ascending to the throne, Night Swan revealed her tyranny and cruelty. She wanted to conquer other kingdoms as well. Knowing that swans had the ability to shoot magic whenever they danced, she forced them to use their dances as weapons instead of mere entertainment. Compelled to follow the path of war, they couldn't dance out of passion anymore, and the swan tribe now lived in agony. Chloe's father noticed a significant transformation in Chloe since she ascended to the throne. She grew distant and authoritarian, only wishing to issue commands and have everyone obediently follow her will. Despite his repeated attempts to advise her, she remained indifferent, believing herself to be the rightful ruler who needed to answer to no one. Her father felt deep sorrow and longing for the girl she once was, lazy yet kind-hearted, always caring for her people and family. Chloe returned, surprising the entire tribe. They couldn't comprehend how there were two identical figures before them. I am the true princess. Release my people at once. You are an imposter. I shall personally vanquish you. Melodic tunes filled the air as Chloe gracefully danced, moving with a gentle and ethereal elegance. In contrast, Night Swan possessed a seductive and commanding dance, exhibiting powerful and unpredictable movements. With a swift gesture, Night Swan unleashed a tremendous surge of energy towards Chloe. Chloe retaliated with a radiant beam of light.
Yeah.
She exerted all her strength, pulling Chloe closer, seeking to merge with her.
Chloe found herself completely overpowered, unable to break free. Hudson promptly revealed the truth to Chloe's father. Chloe's father gazed at Night Swan with perplexity. Through his eyes, he beheld a replica that gleamed as lustrously as Chloe once did.
Cease your deceitful words! Where are my soldiers? Take him away!
As Chloe delved into Night Swan's subconscious, she found herself entranced in a world of darkness and gloom.
I am defeated. Oh, if only I had heeded my father's words. I truly am the most wretched child.
Suddenly, Chloe glimpsed fleeting fragments of memories, witnessing her father's words of encouragement and unwavering support, urging her towards success.
Oh, Chloe, endeavor is a journey of relentless determination and discipline. Keep striving, my dear. I have faith in you.
Soon, images of the two of them, joyfully admiring the graceful performances of the Swan tribe, unfolded before her eyes. They danced with fervent passion, upholding an age-old tradition that could never be shattered. These fragments of cherished memories enveloped Chloe with a newfound strength. Determined, Chloe set out to find anything that could aid her escape from this predicament. She traversed the endless expanse of nothingness until at last she discovered a strand of radiant white swan feather.
No!
Everyone could now see her true form, adorned with ebony feathers. Chloe's escape was possible because she remained true to her original self, impervious to the replica forged through dark sorcery. Once the feather is obtained, the seal shall be broken and she can be vanquished. Chloe came to realize that maturity entailed not only accepting responsibility, but also dedicating oneself to relentless self-improvement in order to achieve success.